feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't run away.
Holy. By the way, I told the same story already on Kick. So I did stream on Saturday. Not Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I streamed on Saturday. Okay? All right. Let's get into it. Yo, chat, in the music industry, no one is really friends. Remember that. The day Big Act, when I say Big Act, it don't hit the same, it's the day you're expendable. Heard me? Bobby says, when Drake and Party dropped, you did no promo and didn't stream for a week. No Kia went number one. What do you mean Drake needs you? Sir, stop asking stupid questions. I set the narrative for the entire rap game. If I had flipped against Drake while he was in a battle with Kendrick, he would, we're not saying he's not a phenomenal artist, but he would have to come back fighting way more than he has to fight back now. That's all I'm saying, sir. If you can't understand that point, you're too stupid. You're too stupid. You're too stupid. When I say Drake don't need me to sell a ticket. He don't even sell an album. But if you don't think Drake says, like, the biggest media nigga is my biggest fan, and that helps me out, you're an idiot. We don't need to talk to you. You can take your donation back. You got to be able to use your fucking brain. Do you think that Drake is like, oh no, I just love Act? What the fuck? You know how many years Drake didn't acknowledge me, nigga? The fuck? These days is because we're the only niggas who's rocking with him. And it's facts. But we the biggest, so it's all good. So we play it accordingly. That's just how it is. What do y'all niggas think? You think I'm stupid? The facts is these days, if y'all seen us do it to the biggest. If we run a narrative on anybody, it's donezo. There's never been one that came back. There's business people that says, you don't make an unnecessary enemy. That guy you should want to have as your friend. And if he wants to be your friend already, keep him as your friend. So when y'all say, I'm like, yeah, Drake my bro. We talk. But if I'm not Akademiks, do I think we talk? Are you fucking stupid? Did you think that Drake likes me? Like, I'm just like this funny guy he likes? No. I built this. And I built this for moments like this. I built this that if I pop out somewhere and niggas want to make that choice, we could play it a very different way. You get a moment, but I get millions from you. Don't you worry, one way or the other. Some people ain't that smart about it, so I'll let that rock. Okay, I'm a little lit today. We got to get into this Diddy and Cassie case. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've been off a bender. Somebody says, Miss B says, get to the Diddy shit, man. Somebody give, somebody give Miss B some baby oil in the chat. She wants to get to it. It's all good. And chat, by the way, we're not dissing Drake. What I'm trying to say is that, like, we understand our value. You know, a lot of times y'all say this stupid shit like, yo, Ack is he's like a side chick. He just gets abused by Drake or whoever. Be like, yo, Drake doesn't want to. My nigga, this is business. There's millions of dollars constantly at stake. We're the only exclusive outlet that has a ear to him or a line to him. It values something for us. It values something for him. We're one of the biggest outlets when it comes to narrative. It works for both of us. We're not saying that I love his music. He says and he fucks with what I do. But without those main stakes in there, like, what do you think this is? Do you think this is all friends? No. Same with the week. Yo, right when this, I told y'all this. Right when this whole battle, nigga, I was on Joe Budden podcast when he DM'd me. The battle was just about to start. This is another reason I knew EXO don't like OVO. The Weeknd DM'd me for the first time ever. And he said, it's moments like this I wish you and Joe were still doing Everyday Struggle. Nigga, I know what that means now. Nigga, now it means, yo, We finna turn this nigga's TV off. We need y'all niggas to narrate the shit. And the biggest battle happened in history, which we didn't have to do everyday struggle, but I constantly told Joe, we did everyday struggle. You did over there with your podcast. I did it on stream. Just remember that, chat. You're only as important as what people think that people will cross you or violate you if they feel you have no value. Keep your value up, and they're still going to cross you, but it'll be a lot less of them, especially when you think business-wise. Trust. Put like this. Let me ask y'all a question. You think if I hit up Kendrick team, I can't get tickets? Be honest. You think I can't get tickets? It's not that serious, my nigga. If anything, they're going to see the business play. Oh, shit, maybe Act's trying to fuck with us. Act want to be with us. Act might be not fucking with that guy who we're trying to, in the overall picture, okay, let's give him that, bring him here, give him a TDE shirt, give him the best shit, have him like dap it up with so-and-so on camera. It's going to make the other nigga, this is chess. Are y'all stupid? The funny thing is when I hear people break down me and what I do, I'm like, how come y'all think y'all smarter than me, but y'all ain't me? Nigga, what I say and what I do is two different things. If y'all think y'all playing 3D chess. Anyway, back to this thing. So, day 19. Holy shit. Day 19 on the Diddy trial. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Okay. So, here's where we're at, people. Here's where we're at. Jane Doe is still on direct. Now, there's a few issues. There's a few issues going on. There's anonymity issues, but I personally believe that it's impossible for people to remain anonymous despite in this high profile of a case. I've heard a few people suggest that Akademiks might be that, you know, and this is the warning I heard, that if I do potentially show up to this trial, that the judge might actually bring me before the court because I've spoken about some of the identities of some people who are anonymous or was supposed to be anonymous. Now, I'm not in that court, okay? And how I choose to conduct my stream is how I choose to conduct my stream via the First Amendment. And by the way, truth be told, we got lawyer money. If it takes that, we're not switching nothing up. We'll get a lawyer. We'll fight whatever. It's cool. There's anonymity issues. I just think it's impossible for you to really be a Jane Doe or a Mia without people figuring out who you are. We've told you guys, Mia is Sarah Schnecker. We've told you guys, Jane Doe is Daphne Joy's 50 Cent baby mom. Now, who's more easier for them to hold accountable for maybe doxing these anonymous people are the people in who are people who showed up to court. Again, I was told that the judge is interested in hearing what I've had to say about the trial because they feel the chat is too strong and that you guys figured out what's going on. If that is the case, we will, you know, and if they show up, my address is on Google, just like every troll that shows up here, like every rapper who threatens me. This is not a private, like, this is not nobody knows where Ack is at. Y'all know exactly where I'm at. So the judge could also send a subpoena over here, could send a federal agent, and if a federal agent gives me a subpoena that I got to show up to court to speak about why I have spoken about the people that were supposed to be anonymous and link them to people who, both of these people, or at least one of them, public figures, will show up with a lawyer and our chat nigga, you know, I need a chat nigga suit for that. We'll do it. I don't think that's likely to happen, but if it does happen, fuck it, right? So this is day 19. That's one of the big issues, right? So it says there's issues on anonymity, okay? Now, there's a few people in court. There's someone named Tisa Tells. While she was getting at someone else, she damn near doxed someone else. She doxed somebody in a trial. So they're going through these things The reason why it does matter, chat, is that, say Jane Doe, when she goes home and now it's on all the blogs, yo, that's 50 Cent baby mama. The bullying, the harassment, all the things that come with why she wanted to be Jane Doe, she might change her statements. Okay? That would, in fact, interfere with the court proceedings, and it could get a little bit sticky. So I do understand it all. Let's get into it. So, the jurors, before the jurors come in, the judge says I have a defense motion to dismiss, but the government has said they will respond today. So I don't have anything from them yet, so we'll address it tomorrow. So the defense is submitting a motion to dismiss. Now, from what I heard and what I have seen, Diddy's team wants to submit this motion to dismiss because of one thing. They're saying Bongolin, okay, or Banna. Her story that she told on the stand that Diddy dangled her from a balcony is all cap. They said they have proof of this. They said they provided proof. They said basically this is a witness who perjured herself and perjures herself by this. Remember when they went up on cross or actually recross, and they said to Banna or Bungalong, well, you said he did these things to you on that date, right? However, according to his performance record, he performed at a show in Prudential Center, which is in New York, New Jersey, on the same date. Where's your apartment listed at? She said, well, it happened in Cassie's apartment. Where's Cassie's apartment? Los Angeles. They said, you're clearly lying. If not about the events, definitely about the date. That date in question, he was across the country. He couldn't have choked you out and dangles you over the balcony. He couldn't have done that, sir. Actually, ma'am, because she's a woman. That is something that would be potentially a perjury item of interest. That means this person has lied or knowingly lied. Now, a lot of times when they prep these witnesses, they tell the witness, if you don't remember the date, just say, I don't recall, or say about, don't say definitives. This person said a definitive. So that's why Diddy's team is saying, we've caught this person a lie. How the hell did he dangle over a balcony when he was performing on the other side of the country? The jury's tainted. We need a mistrial. Or actually, we need a dismissal. I don't believe they'll get either. But it's important that they file it because later on, this is going to be a source of not only, it's a source of appeal if Diddy is found guilty. Okay. So it says also they're talking about if Dr. Hughes can be recalled. They have realized there are certain things in Dr. Hughes' testimony that is also potentially perjurious. I probably made up that word. Here we go. So now they're discussing pseudonyms. What should they call these people who cannot be called by their name? Jane Doe's, so Jane Doe was supposed to, her lawyer, 50 Cent baby mama, was supposed to snitch and say all the people who have identified her that might be publishers, but publishers meaning media outlets, okay, that are in court. They did not put anything on the docket till then. And again, Inner City Press has been saying we have never doxed this woman. Again, because us, the Academy, me, we're not in court. Necessarily wouldn't be subject to that, but they could bring it up as a special item, which supposedly someone told me they did. Regardless if they did, there's no motherfucking U.S. Marshal or HSI agent trying to serve me outside my gate, okay? Because they would have. So 9:18, they brought the jury in. Okay, this all rise. Jane, you're still under oath. Comey says, good morning, Jane. Now, let me stop right there, and we got to bring up 50 Cent. 50 Cent has deleted anything he said about his baby moms, and he's put up these innocuous posts that said, no caption needed. Why I think this? What do you think this meant, Chad? Said no caption needed. Now, keep in mind, Jane Doe, who we think is Daphne Joy, admitted that Diddy would bring in several men, sometimes 3, 4, 5, all type of men to fuck her back to back to back. She had to suck penis for hours on end. She couldn't stop until she made the male performer come. And by the way, I do want to say, I got to bring DJ Vlad in as well. DJ Vlad, who's now interviewing The Punisher, reveals something, and you guys can go check out DJ Vlad's interview, people. You got to go check it out. You got to go check it out. But, and by the way, is this a new Roger Bonds joint? Ooh, so maybe if Roger Bonds was going to take a stand, he wouldn't do an interview before he took the stand, because that could be something they could use it. Like, they would tell you, like, if you're about to take the stand, don't do an interview until after, right? Here we go. Vlad is now interviewing. By the way, Lord Jamar went back. Oh, holy. Vlad is now interviewing The Punisher. Remember, Cameron did an amazing interview with The Punisher? But here's what Vlad, Vlad gonna get some extra out of you. Pause. He says, in my new interview with male escort The Punisher, he said every time he would have freak-offs with Cassie and Diddy, he was required to pull out and bust on her stomach. So he would nut all over her stomach. By the way, if I think Diddy's a type of freak, I think he is, he might have required these men to eat a certain diet that the nut could be of certain consistency. I know, TMI, but he's a nut connoisseur. He says Cassie, after she got nut on her stomach, would jump up and run to the other room and bring the live sperm to Sean P. Diddy Combs. He said she would be holding the sperm like, oh my God, I can't let it spill. So she would be holding the sperm on her stomach. And according to him, he said, I can't have this liquid gold. They were calling the semen, chat, the nut, liquid gold. He couldn't have it spill anywhere. He said when he saw Cassie take the stand and finally gave him some insight on what happened when the semen was transported to the other room, he said he was relieved, chat. Guess why he was relieved? He was relieved. He said he was relieved that Diddy was rubbing it on his nipples. You know why he's relieved? He always assumed Diddy was eating the shit. Holy shit. Holy. He thought Diddy was eating his semen. Never knew. Diddy just wanted to get moisturized by it. Rub it on his areolas. That's it. He thought Diddy was feasting on his semen. Chevy B, I see you in the chat. This is getting a little crazy. This is why we need Vlad. Vlad gonna get to some shit that nobody got to. What? Broom, you better not click off this fucking tab talking about back to first take. Come back here, fool. You know what this is. This the Freakoff trial. You gonna hear some shit that gonna make it hard for you to smile in the future. Don't click off my stream, boy. You know what you signed up for when y'all said, act now, you gotta stream every day for the trial. You know what we gonna talk about? So the escort, woo, after 10 10 years. Remember, he used to fuck her back in 2012 or between 2012 and 2016. After 10 years of it fucking with him, he probably was fucking with him every time he saw a Diddy commercial, every time he was sopping up that Ciroc or that De Leon, or he had Meek Mill in the pool or something. He probably thought, this nigga Diddy was gargling my semen. How was that part of the plot? He finally was able to breathe and realize Diddy was not drinking your semen, homie. He was moisturizing himself with your semen. Come on now. Come on. Don't think that highly of yourself. He wasn't swallowing your semen. He just used to, exfoliate with the shit. That's it. Somebody said that's some nutty buddy love. Ronald, you're right. You're right. No, you're right. Marcus, stop lying. Me and Meek are friends. You better stop. Don't gaslight me and Meek now. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chad. I'll give you a little tidbit. When I heard Meek was at the concert the day before and I was going the day after, I was trying to wear the same outfit as Meek. I ain't trying to lie to you. That would have been a good meme, right? Me and Meek, same outfit. We just take a picture? Okay, let me stop. All right. I know somebody here like, yo, Act, when Meek whips your ass, nigga, we ain't gonna feel bad at all. You deserved it. You deserve it, daddy. You deserve it. You deserve it, dad. No, I'm playing. I'm stopping. I told you, I'm done with the pettiness. I already told you, that's my man's. Let's get back to, we on track. 50 posted again. Okay, he talking about some film shit. I think 50 tuning in. Here we go. So now, Jane Doe is back on the stand. Now, here's the thing, and I've heard from some litigators I've spoken to. I want to get Bradford Cohen on here back soon. Essentially, they don't like when a main key witness has to go till the next week. Let me tell you why. As much as the judge says, okay, we're dismissing for the weekend, jury, don't consume nothing, witness on the stand, don't consume anything, she got offline and everybody's talking about what she said, right? It's impossible. It's impossible for people not to say to her, like, damn, yo, why are you even testifying? Yo, 50 your baby daddy, you making him look crazy. Damn, yo, you making your son, like, you making yourself look crazy right now. Like, yo, why are you saying all this? So she might bring down the level of detail a bit. The prosecutors had her wide open, Chad. They had her wide open on Friday. All pun intended, wide open. She was ready to tell everything. She was talking about, she said, yeah, that's when the third nigga came in. I asked Diddy, could he wear a condom? Diddy walked away with disgust after he threw the fucking, Diddy was giving them Lifestyles condoms. Oh my God. Diddy ain't shit. So keep this in mind. If you see a change in demeanor, she had 2 days to think about this. And now she's not on the stand. People may have said something to her like, yo, why don't you go in there and fake him out? Like, why are you on there like, yo, everybody knows you. That's nothing to. That's what's probably happening. Yo, I know you thought you was protected, but everybody knows you. You sure you want to say all this shit? So maybe she clams up a bit. Boxing fan, thank you for the 2. Somebody said, come over here, don't sound so tough anymore. Chat, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. Okay, here we go. Comey, which, by the way, if you don't know, is the lead prosecutor, Maureen Comey. She is the lead assistant DA, or not DA, AUSA, I'm sorry. It's assistant U.S. attorney. This is, they've kind of like almost billed it as her case. The second in command is Emily Johnson. So she's the LeBron of the prosecution team. She's taking Jane Doe. Good morning, Jane. Daphne says, good morning, Comey. AUSA says, can we publish this photo for the jury, but not for the screen in the public gallery? So who is this? That's Sean's security. So what about this? That's Sean's deputy butler. Deputy Butler? How many butlers that nigga had? Who did you call ATL? Jane says, the entertainer Sly, because he lived in Atlanta. Remember, Sly, I can't pull his picture up, but Sly is he's a sex worker that's also an adult entertainer, so he does porn. So if you look up Sly Williams, not tell you how to go look up porn, but that would be the guy, okay? AUSA says, your message to Sean, what was this about? She says, that was my trip to New York in 2023. He wrote, send me some shit of you being bad. Oh, shit. Diddy's a freak. Oh, my God. Yo, you could tell Diddy was an old head. This is 2023. Diddy still, he was talking like he was in songs. Act bad, act bad. This is how Diddy was hitting him with. Right here.
If you look
hold on.
good.
Wait, hold on.
Act bad, act bad, act bad, act bad, act bad.
Diddy was texting the chicks like he was making music at the time. The song was dropped in 2023. Chat, I'm not lying. This shit makes sense. Send me a video of you acting bad. Oh, my God. Yo, Diddy freaking cannot be understood, bro. Jane says, then Sean says, I got the phones. So Diddy's saying he got the phones. He said, just send me what I don't have. So I guess it was understood, and I'm trying to break this down for y'all, that Diddy was recording these sexual escapades, and maybe he had a collection of phones he used to put them on. So Diddy's saying, I need some new video from you of you acting bad. Not the ones I got. Give me some shit that I don't got. So I don't know if this is a direction to say she should go fuck. I don't think he would direct her to fuck somebody outside of his presence, but maybe he wanted like a sexy video of hers. Let's see. He said, don't say no to me, please. Okay. AUSA says, what did you write? Jane says, I wrote, you're traveling with our phone? So I guess that was their freak off documentation phone. AUSA says, you mean not showing two main phones? Jane says, yes. So I guess Diddy had two main phones. Nobody had access. Well, his assistants has access, but it's for business. They're doing business over there. They're doing business. Great. Diddy had a freak off phone. Chat. I got to put that in my notes. I need a freak off phone. I never see. That's some good shit. You need a freak off phone. Need freak off phone. I thought Diddy was using his regular phone. Holy. He had a freak off phone. He said that was our phone. Remember? He said his assistants had access to his two main phones. Here we go. Jane says, I wrote, are you using this to get your dick hard for somebody else? Because she knows how Diddy get down. Diddy would be in bed with one woman while watching porn of another woman. And also, Diddy, remember she had said one time, let's have a hotel night with us watching our videos. So she's been with Diddy when Diddy's trying. Yo, Diddy must got the worst erectile dysfunction in the world because, nigga, it looked like he only get hard when he see another man. It's just crazy. Either he's straight gay, well, that's an oxymoron. He's gay, or it's starting to feel like he can't get a boner until he gets stimulated in an odd way. So she's asking, do you need this video of a man fucking me, pause, that you could get your dick hard for another bitch? Comey says, and he said you. So Diddy says, nah. Hell no. I'm trying to get my dick hard for you. What did you say? She said, I wrote, I'm not coming to New York City. You just want me for a hotel binge. My boy was on a bender. My boy Diddy was on a bender. Yep. She could tell, nigga, you just trying to have some freaky nights. I'm good. AUSA says, well, why did you say that? Because I just seen a podcast. What was the podcast about? By the way, chat, if I'm screaming, I'm a little excited right now. Not for the freak-offs. I'm a little drunk. I took about shots of Rumble, shots of Kick. I took some shots. I got to calm it down. I'm going to get some coffee upstairs. I'll be able to talk in a normal voice. But if I'm blowing out your eardrum, pause, no Diddy, tell me I'll turn my voice down. Tell me I'll turn my voice down a little bit. So when did the podcast air? A month after he say he take me on that yacht trip. Chat, we know what this is. Diddy 48 hours. Hold on. I think this was a Carisha Please join. Diddy 48 hours sex. We know what he talking about. Here we go, chat. I think he said that. Chat, which podcast? Somebody tell me. Somebody in the chat tell me what podcast did Diddy admit he fucked for 48 hours straight? I think that was with Young Miami. Young Miami, I think that happened with. Am I lying? What's the name of the podcast, chat? I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. Shakti, you say you never see me off some lick? It's all good. We chilling. I love you. Somebody said, dude, it's 11:30. I start drinking at 8. What do you mean? We got 20,000 people up in here. We cooling right now. It's the Young Miami podcast. What podcast is it? Mr. Chronicles TV thing for the 2. Freak Mill was like, Diddy, get up! Leave Meek Mill alone. I'm about to start getting on y'all ass. That's my friend. And when me and Meek Mill see each other, we're going to wear matching outfits. We're going to have a good time. We're going to do chest bumps. It's on Carisha, please. Let's go to Twitter. Twitter, you can search it easier because of the search terms, right? Here we go. Diddy, 48 hours, Young Miami. We're going to find the clip, chat. We're going to find the clip. Here we go. Cause somebody get me the clip of Diddy admitting that he was slanging cock for 48 hours straight. Chat, what honey pack does that? Y'all gotta tell me. What's the brand? What's the link? I need to order it. 48 hours? Holy. That's a different type of level. Remember what?
Around that moment, what would you say is the biggest misconception around your, relationship with Diddy?
There are people who think that I'm like a side chick and he just do whatever he want and I'm...
Yo, chat. When I'm wrong, they put it on the main screen. Was I right about this?
Just heads over heels. No, it go both ways. It ain't nothing one-sided over here.
Come on now. City Girls is always up one.
Thank you.
And so what would you say, from even centered around that moment, what would you say is the biggest misconception around your, relationship with Diddy?
There are people who think that I'm like a side chick and he just do whatever he want and I'm just heads up.
Could anybody, we need that. We need that. Somebody said, I need that pink horse. Shout out to Kim, man. Shout out to Kim. Chat, could we get, we need that episode. We need that episode. We like to pull context to everything, okay? We need to pull context to everything, okay? Chat, does anybody remember that episode? I remember it. When she's like, he doesn't stop. Young Miami, Diddy, doesn't stop. She says he has a lot of energy. And she was alluding to the fact that Diddy would be fucking her for hours on end. Young Miami, Diddy. Maybe she said Energizer Bunny. Energizer. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Shit, give me a second. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. All right, let me bring this up here. That's when... Tell me what to search. Please, tell me what to search. Breakfast Club, City Girls. Yeah, but okay, you gotta give me a timestamp. Yeah, just give me a timestamp, chat. 11:29, your line. Breakfast Club, City Girls. It's on the Carisha Please podcast. Yo, and I remember she said, yeah, you don't stop. Carisha Please. Search Carisha Please and Diddy. This is it.
You back in your bag.
I'm back in my
Is
bag.
it this?
Bad. So I'm gonna call you Love for this question.
Okay. Call me Love.
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 Do you like making love or fucking?
Making love.
Bumbleclot dog. This is eerie watching this now.
I don't like.
Chat, y'all get to vote. I need a quick poll. Are we doing another shot liquor or should I get the coffee?
To be fighting and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely more sensual.
You don't like quickies and all that.
Nah.
You like to make love. I
wonder what's chat. If a nigga fucking for 48 hours, I wonder what the fuck he call a quickie. It's like, yeah, 2 hours. That was a quickie. It's a 2 hour quickie.
Marathon sex.
Oh shit.
And all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely more sensual.
You don't like quickies and all that.
Nah.
You like to make love. I
like marathon sex.
Ooh.
Marathon sex. Holy shit. Niggas say like, you know what's crazy? Just look at his face. He looks serious too.
Period.
That sound real fun. Try to see what that's about now, man. So, how did you feel when you heard Rap Freaks?
Rap Freaks?
And I was like, let me put it on your face like them roaches.
First of all, I was mad at the Buenos Noches though. I was like, have you ever seen me get put to sleep?
Oh, here we go.
Sometimes I be like a little tired.
Here we go.
Like,
so now we get to figure out how Diddy was slanging that dang-a-lang. Pause. Really, he wasn't doing shit. He was just whacking his shit off while it's happening. My thing is, I'm surprised Diddy ain't never catch a heart attack. You can't jack your dick off for like 20 hours straight. Like, that's crazy, bro. Bruv. Like, that's a different level of edging.
Must be talking about you.
Here we go.
And I'm calling you. I was like, like the roaches thing was a traumatic situation for me. And you was just laughing. And I was like, the Buenos Noches though, I was like, you must be talking about you. you got to be talking about yourself. Cause you ain't putting nothing to sleep over here, baby girl. We on Carisha, please. You better get to telling the truth.
It's like real.
Yo, you can tell Diddy's serious about this shit. Bitch, you know damn well you ain't put me to sleep once. We were up for 7 days and 7 nights, and you were getting fucked by every Opalaka nigga with goddamn gold grills. Like, stop fucking playing. You know exactly what went off in a freak off. I ain't fall asleep because I was whacking off to all them niggas. Wait, pause.
It's not but the truth, but I be tired. I work a lot. So, I'm a hard working woman. So sometimes I be like a little tired. Do you go Buenos Noches? Like, are you getting put to sleep? Ever?
Have you ever seen me get put to sleep?
That's a different story for a different time. So you ready to get in the smoke?
Yeah, let's get to the smoke.
What's up? You ready?
Yeah, let's smoke it up.
So when you woke up and we was trending, like, what's up? How you felt about that? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just, it was one of those days, and so had to polish things up, had to press the reset button, boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Okay, so you acting bad.
Acting all the way bad.
So what the fuck you got going on? What's your relationship status?
Oh shit.
You Mr. Act Bad?
I'm single, I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what we is?
We date. We dating.
I don't know if I should shout my man out, but he just sent me the link. He just sent me the link. Shout out to my man. I think I can shout him out. My man Sam Sneak. That Ross is DJ right there. He a chat nigga. Like that nigga will. There's a couple niggas that are chat niggas. Like 21 Savage is a chat nigga. He'll text me like, yo dog, you really not gonna go live tonight? Like 21 would text me that. That's a fact. 21 watch the stream heavy. My man Sam Sneak, he'll text me the same thing like, nigga, so you not gonna lie, bro? Bro, don't fuck the streak up, bro. Shout out to my guys. He sent me this link. He said, this what you looking for, Ak. Yo, everybody say Big W to Sam Sneak. Big W to Sam Sneak. Big W to Sam Sneak. He's even called me at times when I'm muted. I ain't gonna lie to you. Big W to Sam Sneak. That's my guy. Oh, it was I don't know if that Instagram clip exists anymore. Yeah, it doesn't exist. He says he don't go to sleep. I thought I was gonna make him tap out. Here we go. We'll find it. Pause. Oh, I think this is what it is. Right here. Thank you.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
Nigga said how many
So
rounds?
how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
so
what's the
I'm
answer?
asking for the people.
He said, I know, but the people
You know
don't.
though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay.
Yo,
So-
by the way, Diddy, this is why I said you fucked up your old situation. Yo, you needed a submissive, non-black chick, non-Miami-Dade County chick to run them freak-offs with. This chick, she talked back too quickly. Like, you don't need, like, bruv, you knew this shit was gonna crash and burn. Like, you see how quick they're kind of getting at each other type shit?
The people don't.
You know though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
so
what's the
I'm
answer?
asking for the people.
So what's the answer?
What's the answer?
Baby, let me tell y'all something. On which yacht? This nigga don't go to sleep.
Wait, did she say on which yacht?
On which yacht?
Did she say on which yacht?
Let me tell y'all something. On which yacht?
On which yacht?
This nigga don't go to sleep. I be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be bouncing no chest. This nigga don't go to sleep. Like I be like, nigga go to sleep.
Yo, Diddy, you beat this case. You got to drop a sex pill, gang. Pause. You got to drop a sex pill, gang. You got to fuck Viagra and Cialis and shit. The honey pack hit, but nah. Whatever Diddy finna drop, be like, yo, you could fuck for at least 10 days straight. What? 10 days straight? Oh hell, yo, chat. Are you copping the Diddy dick pill? Pause. That sounds crazy. It do sound crazy. My bad. Pause. No gay shit. But the Diddy stamina pill, you stay firm in the box for days. Y'all not copping it? It's the marathon pill. It's gonna be a collab with Nipsey from the grave. The marathon continues. Holy, that pill? Oh my god. Oh my god. The marathon? All right. Somebody say I'm drunk. So y'all want to cop the marathon pill from Diddy? Okay. All right. That nigga sold y'all deli on that motherfucking Ciroc. Ciroc tastes like Kool-Aid, nigga, with liquor in it, nigga. Like that shit was just all sugar. But we drank it, and niggas was posing in the club. Y'all know y'all will take some shit if everybody's on that wave. The marathon sex pill by Diddy. The marathon pill? Somebody said that's Molly, bro. Like, that ain't no secret. What? Molly make you fuck for hours? Not hours, I mean days. Marathon sex. Holy.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Baby, let me tell y'all something.
On which yacht?
This nigga don't go to sleep. I be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be being off no chest. This nigga don't go to sleep. Like I be like, nigga, go to sleep. You gotta be energized, you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving no sleep.
They described the Freakoffs. Chat, we had no fucking idea. Okay, let's get back to the tweets. It said about Sean bragging about 48 hours. So I guess she says, so after this interview, let's try to figure out some time here, people. Let's try to figure out some time. Let's try to figure out some time here. So we'll know how recent this was. Sorry, here we go. So it looks like it was in 2023.
So how many rounds you be going?
Hold on. It's in 2023. We don't know what. Oh my God. Can I just copy and paste? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Yeah. It looks like it's 2023. So it looks like, all right, to center this back around what we're hearing in court, Daphne, who knows, by the way, Diddy's not lying. You know niggas got a couple different games. Yo, nah, you the only bitch I'm talking to. Or be like, I got bitches. Or, shorty, I don't think you want me to tell you because you ain't going to like what I'm going to say. It appears that she knows Diddy got other chicks. What she's agreed to, she'll get freaked off. $10,000 a month. That was her thing. She said, give me 10 bands a month. Give me 10 bands a month. And I get it. Go fuck all these other girls. I'm cool. 10 bands. I told you. We did the math. That's $333 a day. And she was getting freaked off all the time. So $333 a day. And this is what I keep telling people. Price of pussy is cheap out here. If this beautiful specimen, holy, what's her name? Daphne Joy. Daphne Joy. Hold on. Daphne Joy. If she was getting donkey fucked by hordes of men nightly for $333 a day, y'all other bitches better drop y'all prices. Some of y'all should be doing a 99 special, 99-cent special. Maybe I should do $1.99. Maybe charge OnlyFans prices. Because she was getting ran through. All she required from Diddy was $10,000 a month. And she was everywhere fucking whoever. Just remember that. Okay, there's a stock market for pussy too. Got you. So now, she's still a little jealous because she's a woman. So she says to Diddy, why you want them videos right now? Diddy says, she said, you trying to get your dick hard for another bitch? Diddy says, no, I'm trying to get my dick hard for you. Looks like maybe a day or something passes, and she says, Diddy says, oh no, she hit Diddy and she says, I ain't coming to New York to come see you, nigga. You just want me for a hotel binge. They said, why'd you say that? She just seen the podcast. He tweaked out. She tweaked out. That's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, chat. I understand. I don't know how many people thought I was like, I'm like, I got a new girlfriend. They were like, yo, you posted a bitch. Like, it's over. I'm like, what are you talking about? Stop it, please. Just stop. Anyway, so Diddy went on the podcast. Shorty's like, yo, you embarrassing me. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Okay? When the podcast aired, a month after he said he would take me on that yacht trip. So what has Sean said he'd do with you on a yacht trip? Objection. Overruled. Jane says, he said after we had a 2-day hotel night, we'd go and do more on the yacht. So we never left. We had to recuperate. Give us the IVs like, holy. Diddy was wearing these bitches out. So they were like, oh, yeah, we're going on the yacht. We're going to Turks. We're going to this. By the time Diddy's done have a marathon fucking with them, they're like, yo, we need some bed rest. Diddy was putting these bitches on bed rest. Now, have it as you want. Some of y'all going to say they're down with it. Some of y'all going to say, wow, that's assault. That's what was happening. They were getting so much dicks that they said, fuck the trip. We need bed rest. We need some bed rest. I see why 50 Cent posted this. After a whole long session, we need some bed rest. We need bed rest. It's crazy. Holy. Okay. We had to recuperate. You ever heard somebody say they had to recuperate from sex? For multiple days? Yeah. We never left. We had to recuperate. But I saw on social media, Diddy took a girlfriend there. Holy. Can't stop, won't stop. Bad boy. Can't stop, won't stop. Oh, you need some bed rest from the hordes of penises you have done, digested, and just got fucked? You stay here. Let me tap in Gina Hugh, because she's always ready for the dicks. He took another girl. Diddy's he's on terrible timing. Terrible timing. If you can't, you see why Cassie was saying, I had to do the Freakoffs because if I ain't do it, another bitch would. Diddy wasn't on some, oh, okay, I'm going to wait for you. Okay, you need a day or two? Peace. Hit up my other chick. We back in the game. Diddy was on Super Saiyan 5 Freakoff time right here. Comey says, well, what did you write in your notes at? By the way, this is another thing too, chat. Yo, chat, I'm an expert with going through bitches' phone. That's a fact. I learned from I don't got no exes at this point. Only ex I got is in Joker. I ain't gonna lie. I learned a thing or two from going through phones. Always check the notes. Facts. Them little psychotic crazy bitches, they write all type of dumb shit in their notes. They talking to themselves. Like, is this bitch talking to herself? Them notes ain't going to nobody. Remember, you're better than this. Stay strong. Don't fuck him tonight. He's been playing with you. I'm like, what the fuck is she writing? What the fuck? Only real players know what I'm talking about. So good. Fact. When you go through a chick's phone, I'll give you the whole instructions. I'm gonna do that on a kick stream one time. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to do. You go through her phone in 25 minutes, you find out more about her than you know 10 years talking to her. Trust. Am I drinking? Rainbow, I'm absolutely drinking. You go to the Notes app, you go to Instagram, you go to search terms, I got you. And the email. And the Cash App. You gotta see what other niggas is. It's fucking. Bring it back down. Check this out. So she one of them, let me write some shit to myself. I was with a bitch, she wrote a whole notebook to her. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Bitch got a diary. Like, what the hell you got going on with a diary? One in the chat if you've ever been with a diary ass bitch. Be honest. One in the chat. One in the chat. One in the chat if you've ever been with a diary ass chick. Reaffirmation. She's telling herself she deserves more. She's telling herself, don't let him talk to you. Last time he just fucked you and he didn't cuddle. He just dipped. Last time. One in the chat. If you've never been with a chick like that, this conversation might not be for you. It's okay. It's okay. See, a lot of people live some real life. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's one of them ones. So the AUSA says, what did you write in your notes app? Jane says, I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to send it. I went through some phones before. Shout out to Drake. He probably inspired me. I seen messages that should have got sent to me that never got sent. And I'm looking at it like, holy, you were going to send me that paragraph? That novel? Good thing I made it better before then. It never got sent. So the notes be having the tea. Anyway, pause on the tea. Jane says, I wasn't sure I was going to send this shit to him. AUSA says, but didn't you send a version of that message to him? She says, yes. Comey says, what did Sean reply? Jane says, he said, don't worry about what I said with the, I'll be fucking for 48 hours with Young Miami. That's just podcast talk. That's what I tell him too, Chad. I ain't going to cap with you. Damn. I'm just streaming. What are you talking about? Stream. It's entertainment. Okay? Just podcast talk. I said, but you took her to Bahamas on a yacht. Let's go look it up. Did Young Miami and Diddy Bahamas yacht? Let's see if we can find it, chat. Diddy gives an exclusive tour of the mega yacht he shared with Young Miami. This shit is true as hell. Look at this. Act bad,
My
act bad.
favorite thing in the world to do is to be in the middle of the ocean.
Hey, let me tell you this. It do hit different for your other bitches when they're seeing another bitch with you on the yacht. They do. I'm be honest. They do.
So
Okay.
I don't usually do this.
Diddy, you wrong for this. You know you had like 10 hoes. You can't do the yacht tour unless you got all 10 here, at least 5.
I'm going to give a tour. Hello.
Is that mimosas or is that like some... Is that pineapple Ciroc?
Hello. This is my beautiful crew on the Love Boat.
Yeah, y'all would get fucked too, but Diddy interested in penises and semen. Y'all don't got semen.
And I'm showing you this stuff because it's important. It's inspiration and motivation. You know, it can be done. It will be done.
Jesus. Holy shit. Who the fuck is this?
I'm about to go put on my bathing suit. Got that.
Chat, one more shot or we gotta go get the coffee. One more shot? One more shot. One more shot, chat. One more shot. One more shot. Okay.
Elevator. Yee! Frank, say what's up.
Wait, there's an elevator on the yacht?
Frank? What's up? Love. Yeah, I'm just showing them around.
Say shot, chat.
It's a little inspiration, motivation. Hold on. Let's close this up so they can see. Oh, the Love Boat. The Love Boat.
The Freakoff boat.
That is the master cabin.
Oh, chat, somebody just pointed that out. Remember the infamous red lights? Remember somebody says he likes things to be in red. He would get, who just said that? Yo, who said the red light special? Could somebody give him some channel points? Give him something. Pin his comment. You just pointed that out. It's red. Remember what we heard? Diddy would get hotels and he would, in the room the freak off is happening, he would take out the regular bulbs and change them to red bulbs. Wow. 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 Holy. Crazy tap. Where do we see Young Miami?
It's a little inspiration motive. Do some zooms here in the.
Wow, a lot of red lights, huh?
Be sure to like, comment.
Oh, a bed? Red lights? Chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. Here's the thing. Diddy's not on trial for his freakiness. But it appears that what people are describing, and that's gonna be a thing you gotta parse through it, right? Because he's not on trial for his freakiness, but if we're going to say these women are lying, how come some of the details are all the way correct? Some of the details are all the way correct. Yo, we would get rooms. It would get set up. Yo, chat, let's slow this video down, chat. This is what we do. We've solved murders on this channel. You know what I mean? They love us and hate us. So we're going to slow this down. Let's see if we see any baby oil. I'm going to mute this. Do we see any baby oil? Keep looking. You're not gonna see it in this room. What is that? Any baby oil, any Astroglide, any room with red might be the room. Keep looking, my people. Keep looking. Keep looking. That might be the cuck chair over there. Y'all just seen it? Y'all ain't see it. Y'all ain't see the cuck chair? But it's a cuck bench. Okay, this might be the cuck chair right here. Okay. Look at all the paraphernalia, chat. Look at all the paraphernalia. We want to see Astroglide. Oh, oh my God. You know, you've seen the movies that be like, yo, freeze frame, enhance. And you see it's mad clear. We need to see what's on this table. I think the Astroglide and the baby oil would have been here, chat. What's this? I can't see it. Fuck. We need to see over here too. Oh, and they got like a little heart right here. All right, hold on. He's about to pass it again. Chat, what are these things? Did we find the baby oil in the Astroglide? Oh my Nigga, is this a yacht? Nigga, this shit look like a mansion. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Look for what I'm telling you to look for. You got chains right here in the watch. Keep looking. Nigga, there ain't no way this is a fucking yacht. What the fuck? Nigga what the fuck is this? Look, we're looking for Astroglide. We see, is this a Ciroc bottle or am I tweaking? No, it's not. Oh my God, I can't really see shit. Okay, what's this? Right here. What's this right here, Chad? The candle! We got a candle! Candle! But, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Candles are kind of like, you're taking a bath, candles are kind of regular. But we found a candle. Is this baby oil? It's like a bath bomb, maybe a like little thingy. Some Epsom salt. I think this right here might be the chat. Is that it? Is that it, chat? Is that it? Fee, we're nosy. I'm sorry. Fee, we're nosy over here. If y'all want the dry coverage, I got to go to another channel. We're going to find the baby oil. We going to find that shit. We're going to find that shit. So y'all tell me this is the Johnson & Johnson products, one of them. Let's see if we can find, we got to find this shit, chat. Keep going. Keep pausing everywhere. Okay, what's this? Okay. Yeah, this is where it's at, chat. I'm telling you. Okay. All right. Holy shit. All right, okay, I see the tub. Bingo! Oh! No, let's go back a little bit. Freeze frame. Let's get it. Oh, wait, right there. Pause. Chat, sound like I'm getting an orgasm. I want to find this shit so bad, huh? Wait, here we go. Pause it right there. Chat, what is this? Que lo que? What is this? There's two of these things. What is this? We got the candle. What, the drugs? Dwayne B, you must be you must be new to here. You must be new to here. You said, do you think he hired a cleaning crew for the post Freakoff? We have established that his crew or his assistants used to do a once over to get maybe the damage of the baby oil and shit like that, get that out. That when hotel staff comes, they couldn't take pictures of like a wild thing to be like, that was an orgy happening. And then the hotel staff would clean. Who's this right here? Darissa Moore. Welcome, baby. Yeah, we got so many beautiful chat queens in here. Thank you for becoming a member of the chat. All right. Give me 1 second. Yo, we getting over to the Academy right now. The Academy got all the juice right now. Hold on. Now, I'm going to defend Diddy a little bit. I think the thing right here, like, I got a little Epsom salt. Epsom salt, not no freaky shit. That shit's supposedly good for your aches and pains and joints. Okay? You get in there, I got the jets going on, I'm like this, I'm on my phone, and then you put the Epsom salt in. The Epsom salt, that's not no freaky shit. I'm going to defend that. Somebody said, what? The Freakoff demon possessed Ak a while ago. No, ain't no Freakoff demon that possessed me. So, the Epsom salt, which I think is this, valid. These two things, I don't know what it is. Somebody told me this looks like nail polish remover. But why the hell would that be right next there? Huh. Okay. Let's keep it going. Yo, we are too fucking nosy, man. This is sad. Okay. All right. Let's go back to find more videos of them on that yacht. Remember, this is the yacht in Bahamas. Diddy and Young Miami share favorite off the grid experiences is definitely giving no sleep. Okay? Let's find Bahamas. Let's find Bahamas, Chad. Bahamas. Diddy enthusiastically mentions a yacht trip to the Bahamas, where they spent 48 hours together and praised Miami's energy during that time. You did not. Buenas noches, which means good night. You didn't have a good night that night. We played that clip already. You made Poppy proud. He says before adding that his new album was intentionally created to as the R&B album to fuck to. Holy. In a clip uploaded to Instagram, Carisha engaged with Diddy in a playful exchange. Holy. Wow. Let's get back to it. Comey says, remember, she's confronting him. He's saying it was podcast talk, and he said, she said, you took that bitch to Bahamas on a yacht. I told you I wanted to go on a fucking yacht. He said, not me. He said, you took her on the yacht, not me. Oh, you promised me another night of fucking, but you brought that other. See, that's the thing, too. It's interesting how women work. They all doing the same shit. But she's like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, she's not a complaint about a hotel night. She's just saying, you just have me as like some random bitch getting fucked while you got this other bitch all in the videos. All in the music videos. Also, exactly what Suge said. You have her being shown off and doing your thing and y'all on yachts. AUSA says, could you read your text? She says, I quoted him on a podcast. You said to Young Miami, you made Papa proud. Comey says, you wrote, I don't want to feel obligated. That you won't stop paying my rent. What did you mean? Jane says, the guilt trip things that he would say that I had to perform. AUSA says, for how long you felt that? Since I got home in April 2023. Play this exhibit, people. This is exhibit. It says, this is a true open relationship. Why you gotta make it a problem? Now I'm sick. By the way, chat, I want to offer something into evidence. I want to know what y'all think about it. 1 in the chat if you agree, 2 in the chat if you disagree. I keep telling y'all the price of pussy been going down. It's like Dogecoin at this point. Okay? It's not a Bitcoin. It's like Dogecoin. It's almost nothing. Because what one woman won't do, 3 million will do. So here's the thing. I think when Diddy was with Cassie, he realized a fatal flaw of his program. He got this young girl, promised her a career, start loving on her, got all his feelings attached. She's a young chick. She ends up fucking Kid Cudi, all these other people. He's wilding out with her. Wilding out. Where you could tell, I think he thought maybe he could have went to jail behind her. What I keep telling y'all, chat, don't get a ball, just go to the park. The nigga, at this point, what's coming off to me when it gets to Daphne Joy is that he's openly telling these women, I am not with you. We're not in a committed relationship. He gives them different names. You're Shorty Wop. You're my Ling Ling. You're Ling Ling. Ling Ling. That's you. That's you over there. Ling Ling. That's you. It's what it is. What he's telling them openly, chat. Hey, I'm going to do for you what these other niggas ain't do for you. They fucking you for free. Here's your rent. Take this rent money right here. $10,000. We got you. But if you see me get my dick sucked on a yacht, you can't be mad. That's what it's. He's now elevated. He knows he likes multiple women. Rather than be with a chick like Cassie where she thinks she's your girl, he's openly telling these women, I told you from the get-go this was open. This was a relationship that I could fuck whoever I want. So here's the thing. So in Combs' voice, he said this is a true open relationship. Why you have to make it a problem? Now I'm sick. Now let me play you, and we're going to get this voicemail later, chat. Let me play you the voicemail that came out from Friday, where Diddy, apparently she was unhappy with Diddy. Remember, Diddy was juggling her, Young Miami, and a few other bitches. So she would see Diddy with Young Miami and be like, oh, I'm mad now. So Diddy would hit her like, what's good, girl? She playing the silent game, silent treatment. You know what Diddy would do? Diddy would text her a couple times, call her a couple times, but Diddy is way past the point that he used to be with Cassie. Remember what he used to do with Cassie? He would send his assistants over there, send his driver to go get her. He would send his security to go check on her, and he would call the doorman like, yo, that's my apartment I'm paying for. Where that bitch at? He wanted to make sure, because you know what? He really was locked in with her. With these chicks, or the time he's in now, he ain't got time to be chasing a bitch. You gotta remember, in 2023, it's a 50-year-old Diddy. When Cassie catches Diddy, Diddy's in his 30s. Late 30s. You get me? Now Diddy's 50. 50 ain't got Diddy ain't got time. All pun intended, by the way. Diddy ain't got time to be chasing these chicks. So, Shorty got in her feelings and started giving the silent treatment. This is what Diddy sent her as a voicemail. Check this out. This came out as an exhibit for Friday. They played this on Friday.
Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad, I could have a spat, we could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. So
Something is up with Diddy's voice on this message. You know, some of these rich niggas, they fuck around with their mouth and teeth all the time. It feels like he's missing a teeth or something, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. His voice sounds a little bit different. Or maybe he's just drunk. Or he's high or something. But his voice, it sounds like something's going on. Y'all tell me if I'm a little bit tweaking, because I am drunk. Am I tweaking or something off his voice? But this is a real voice message. This was released as an exhibit.
Either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving. Ain't no threat. I'm just being clear. I can't do the shit with you every time you get upset. Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not gonna be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm gonna be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence, and ain't nobody threatening you. And I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl.
Facts.
Me and you could be mad. I could have a spat. We could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. So either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving. Ain't no threat. I'm just being clear. I can't do the shit with you every time you get upset. Hey, I really don't know what's going on with you.
All right. Okay. So that was a voicemail from Friday. So now they play another voicemail. And Diddy is saying to her, this is a true open relationship. Why you got to make it a problem? Now I'm sick. AUSA says, how did you reply to this voice message that Diddy sent? She says, call me back. Then we had a FaceTime. He said all the things to calm me down. Comey says, what did you send Sean from the plane to New York? A photo of my outfit. AUSA says, when were you planning to wear this outfit? To dinner. What did Sean send you? He said, we're going to dinner. Did y'all go to dinner? The late night lounge thing. I'll read this for you. You wrote, I miss hard cock. Jane says, and then I wrote, yes, I have my passport with you. Come on now. Let's go out the country, girl. You got your passport? She do. AUSA says, what did you write? I wrote, you turned me on so crazy, I can't wait. AUSA says, after the flight took off, Jane says, I got a message from Sean. What did Sean ask you? Jane says, where that big dick nigga named Sly at, man? What that nigga at? By the way, Sly's a porn star. Then he asked, what you want to do? You want to do an entertainment or movie night? Let me know. I'll get a hotel. So we're seeing a pattern here, people. Diddy, she's dying to be with Diddy. Diddy, she'll let Diddy fuck her, whatever, right? Here's the thing. Like, she wants to fuck Diddy, actually. Like, she loves him. She want to make love to him. Diddy would say, come here, baby. Like, we about to go to dinner. We about to go do this. Let's have a good time. She would say, and feel special, okay, let's do it. When she's already on the plane, and Diddy could confirm, so it was a private jet or whatever, Diddy would then tell her, yo, it's going to be more than what you think it is. Where's that big dick nigga that I need you to get dick down by? So Diddy would just kind of bring the freak off shit after the fact. So if you don't know, a movie night is when they watch videos of her getting fucked by other men. An entertainment night is when they brought an entertainer to put cock in her stomach while Diddy jerks off. Regardless, it was a non-traditional sexual experience that she seemingly was looking for because she wanted to spend time with him. AUSA says, how did you react? She said, I felt upset and a little defeated. AUSA says, what did you send next? Jane says, I said, baby, I just got Wi-Fi again. So she does what a lot of people do to Diddy, which is when he asks wild shit, they act like they never seen it. I ain't see that. You know? What did Sean write? Daphne says, check the red phone. Check the other message I sent you. So I guess she had multiple phones too. Check, no. Oh, you just woke up? Check the other phone. I talked the freaky shit on there. Go check that. He said, I got a surprise for you, but it's just one. Just one. This time it's only one. Chat, he usually brings 4 or 5 niggas to fuck her in a 3-day session. This time she was lucky enough, it was only going to be one nigga. Diddy's a demon. AUSA says, what does it mean? Jane says that there'd be somebody new. And she's crying. Oh my God. He was bringing a new nigga to fuck. She's crying on the stand. Crying. He says, well, who was the new guy? It was an entertainer. I hated it. Now, I can't wait for the defense to get up here, chat. I'm going to tell you why. The defense got to ask her, Puffy is pussy. He's scared of 50 Cent. You had a baby with 50 Cent. Why not tell 50 Cent what's going on, that he go beat him up, shoot the nigga, choke him out, expose the nigga, and you will be in a better situation. That's going to be ass chat. Your baby daddy is 50 Cent. Diddy is scared of 50 Cent. As seemingly. Comey says, what did Sean send you? Jane says, it was a picture of the man. I rolled my eyes. I wrote back, it's not loading. We're landing now. So she's acting like, oh, I can't see what's going on. In a way, she's trying to say, I'm trying to tell this fuck nigga no without telling him no, but I'm making up excuses. Yo, why you ain't answer the question about me bringing a nigga to fuck you? Oh, I ain't see it. Here's a picture of the nigga that gonna fuck you. What you think? She don't respond. She said, oh, actually, I can't see the picture. It's loading. So she's trying to cop some pleas. AUSA says, well, what did you ask? What did you send Sean? Well, I suggested we go to Casa Shiprani. Ain't this like some fucking... This is how I know I be dealing with gold diggers. Only bitches tell me about... I think this is either a fucking... some high-star hotel or a fucking Cipriani. I don't even know how to say it, my nigga. Like, only... Yo, Horse, no, Nobu, all this type of shit. I'm looking at them like, yo, the food at all these places is garbage. There's a place that... I think it's a hotel, but it also has like some restaurant with it. Fuck it. Anyway, I don't know what it is. It says, I suggested we go to Casa blah, blah, blah. But I was driven to Trump Hotel. We all know the Freakoffs happen at Trump Hotel. I'm at the Trump International. Ask for me. You feel me? This dude hit different now. Here we go. I'm at the Trump International. Ask for me. You ain't never there. Here we go. Oh, wait, my bad. What verse is this, chat? I can't play too long.
On hoes, Chris to the hook bag for like half bag. I'm just eating.
Wait, where is it?
Back to the music, the Maybach roof is trans clowns nitpicking me. I'm not the one that scored points off. In fact, ask for me.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm not knock your points off. Young, over the guard,
here we go.
Blasphemy.
I'm at the Trump International. Ask for me. If you try and get to the Freakoff, ask for me. Just go to the Trump International. Yo, I'm here for the Big Act Freakoff. All right, we here. I'm here for the Diddy Freakoff. We here. I'm here for the Shark. I don't want no problem with Rock Nations. I can't say that.
For me, I ain't never scared. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there.
I'm everywhere the Freakoffs at. You ain't never there. That's a fact. Yo, chat, let me tell you this. I know we dealing with like a trauma sex case, but some of y'all taking this shit so serious. You know, a chick DM me yesterday and be like, I know her, you know, back in the day. She said, I've been seeing you viral on TikTok, but you talking Freakoffs. He says, I hope you're not having no Freakoffs without me. I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, I'm talking about Cassie and Diddy. Some of these chicks are deranged. They actually want to be down with this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. There's some freaked out chicks. A chick, I promise you, I will show you. I'm gonna show you the message. She says, I hope you ain't doing no Freakoffs without me. I had to screenshot this bitch. Look at this. This is what she sent me, Chad. Look at what she sent me. You better not be doing a Freakoff without me. I said, laughing my ass off. What? Laughing face. I said, how you been though? She said, you know what I'm talking about. I've been good and freaky. Look at my stupid ass. I said, I don't even know if you can see my message. You know what I said to her? Let me show you what I said to her. I said, are you still in Philly? Are you still in Philly? I ain't shit. Bitch said, yo, you better not do no Freakoffs without me, man. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about right now, bitch? This is like some old school, like 6 years ago chick. I'm like, yo, what? I didn't even know she was alive. She said, you better not be doing no goddamn Freakoffs without me. I'm like, whoa, what? I said, have you been good, shorty? You gotta do a wellness check on these bitches sometimes. She says, I've been good, and I've been hella freaky. You still in Philly? Let's get back to the topic, chat. But I was driven to the Trump Hotel. I put my outfit on. Chat, stop laughing with me, man. Y'all niggas think y'all got jokes in here. Stop fucking playing with me. So, April Sky, thank you for the new membership. Look at you, girl. Little cute thing. I see you up in there. Yo, it's always my chat queens becoming like members. Shakira, thank you for the 5. She says, Diddy was multitasking on a different level, man. Man's a demon. He was maintaining a multi-million-dollar business. He's a real juggler. Look at these freaky ass niggas. Soli Sid says, I'm in Philly. Where's she at? Calm it down, brother. Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. Calm it down. Just calm it down. All right. So then, here's what happened. She says she put on her outfit. Comey says, well, what happened that night? Jane says, well, Diddy was late. We went to that lounge. So they went to the lounge, I guess, at the Casa Cipriani. So we bickered a bit. He was defensive. So I guess she's constantly like, yo, you trying to do all this, but like you were just with that bitch Young Miami, like, you know when the girls start chirping, bitch Young Miami, like, yo, why you say like, yo, she's just one of your bitches, but she acting like she your main girl, like, yo, will you fuck with her more than me? Like, yo, you don't do none of the things you do for her for me. Yo, why she on the yacht? You didn't bring me no yacht. You only get a hotel for me. Why you don't do this? Why you on? Oh man, Diddy's over here like, I imagine he got a toothpick in his mouth. This ain't his first rodeo. He know how to handle these chicks. So he still sets up a hotel night with her. She put on her outfit because she knows you piss off Diddy. She knows. So, well, what happened that night? They said, well, he was late. We went to that lounge. We bickered a bit. It was defensive. But we went back to the room, and Big Dick Sly came. Holy. The porn star came. AUSA says, what did you text Sly? I asked him. That's what Jane is saying. I asked him to come to New York. I felt I needed to make it up to Sean. So she said, I asked Sly, please come to New York. I need to put this pussy on you that Diddy could feel good. By the way, I don't know how these women ain't connecting. How does this nigga love you if he only feels good when you fuck another man? But I digress. Let's keep it going. AUSA says, did he come to the Trump Hotel? And did you and him have sex in front of Sean? She says, I did. AUSA says, well, after that New York trip, when did you see Sean next? I ain't see him until I was in Miami in another hotel. Did y'all two ever take a picture? Yes. Let's see if we can find that picture, chat. Let's see if we can find that picture. Daphne Joy, Diddy, picture. It probably is a selfie then, because they were in a hotel. If we can't find it, that means this picture was taken off their phone. It was taken off the phone that was seized. So if no one could find that picture, it won't be a paparazzi picture. It will be a selfie. It will be a selfie. So if we can't find it, this, you know one of them, you know when you with your side chick, all my real niggas going to be able to understand. You with your side chick. I was just wilding this weekend, chat. But you know when you're taking a picture with a chick that's not your girl, and you like, whoa, bitch, I got mad other hoes. Or you're like, nigga, I got a girl. You fucking stupid. And then she hits you with the, nah, this just for us. Click. It's all good. It's only on her phone. It's only on her phone. She's just going to look at it and be like, yeah, that's my man that I can't post, that I can't say nothing about, that won't ever act like I exist. Yup, that's what happened. She took a picture with him. You know what I mean? You ever had a bitch hit you with some shit like that? We don't got no pictures together. You're like, what the fuck? This is a photo shoot? The fuck you talking about right now? Fuck. One of them ones. Everybody knows one of them ones. One of them ones. So look like she takes a selfie with him because she can't post it to the gram. Bang. She takes one. It can't go on the gram, but she probably told Diddy, because you know Diddy got a pin pan ready. Baby, this is just for my phone records. This is for me and you. This is, yeah. Oh, y'all laughing? So nobody gonna tell me if I'm telling the truth? If y'all can't understand, it's okay. I'm gonna explain it to y'all. Do y'all know one of them ones? Yes or no? So y'all know one of them ones, huh? Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. We had Sly in Miami as well. So Sly was fucking in Miami. Then we went back to LA. We had an argument there. Why did you have an argument? He told me, let's set up another party. He wanted me to reach out to an entertainer, but I noticed something online. That he was with an ex-girlfriend of his. I was furious. We got to assume this is not Young Miami. Who would be the ex-girlfriend? Maybe it was Gina Hill. We don't know. Comey says, well, did you ever speak with any of these other women? Jane says, no, I found out on Instagram. Chat, this is why, chat, I need my real players in the chat for this because only y'all gonna understand me. This is why you need a chick like Cassie or Gina for the freak-off. Chat, you date a ghetto ratchet bitch like motherfucking, what's her name? Young Miami? Chat, I've had it done. Don't fuck up my other situations. They learned this shit from Zeus. Fuck Zeus. Fuck Zeus. Let me not fuck with you, but fuck Zeus. Had a bitch tell me, I'm about to put you and all your bitches in a group chat. Bitch, what? No! 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 When you find out that I'm doing some shit, keep it to yourself. Keep it in silence. This chick is stupid as fuck. She knows all of Diddy's other side bitches. She never talks to them. That's a good bitch. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, chat. That's a good girl. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Yo, a ratchet bitch is gonna tell you. Yo, a chick went through my phone. She said, I'm about to put all your bitches in a group chat. We about to, what? No, wait, no. They don't know about you. You don't know about them. Nobody, wait. Chat. You don't know about them ones? Okay. You don't know about them ones. You don't know about them ones. Chat, the group chat fucked me up. Yo, this is our man, by the way. He ain't shit. He a dog. He fucking all of us. Yo, all I'm gonna just say is that I'll be rubbing his feet. Y'all bitches gonna get with the program. Whoa! Everybody else is sitting me like, what the fuck is this? Yo, somebody hacked your phone. What's going on? Whoa! That's why I told you, Diddy fucked up when he stopped leaving the naive girls. These women would seem online with a whole nother woman and never click to them to say, let me hit the bitch up. Not one time. Not one time they'd be like, yo, let me just see if he's lying to me and telling them the truth. Not one time. Cassie wouldn't do it. Too stupid. Gina wouldn't do it. Dumb as fuck. Daphne wouldn't do it. You gotta date a dumb chick. I'm sorry. Like, they can't be too smart. Y'all little ratchet bitches too smart. Talking about you putting my bitches in a group chat. For what? Fuck up my game? Now my dick dry for the next 5 days because I gotta repair 15 relationships. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I'm putting all your bitches in a group chat. No. What you learn that from? Christian Rock? Get out of here. Fuck out of here. DP2 says, Zach, you get shaky or jittery when you go a day without drinking. Keep it 100. Fuck no. Chat, when we get to 30 days, or maybe I'll do this. I'm going to do 48 hours no liquor. I'm going to do 48 hours. And by the way, I usually sometimes I do a week because you got to make sure you're in control of your habits. Like, yeah, you could be an addict, but you got to be able to be in control of your habits. I don't get jittery, though. Nug says, just give up, man. You ain't stream Sundays. It's another 1 to 30. We never giving it up, bro. Never giving it up. Dash says, love them ghetto ratchet chicks. You not slick. That's actually, that's a lie. I told a chick, I realized 2 years into us fucking around, she was ratchet and ghetto. I thought she was like, I don't want to say like Cassie, but I thought she was green. I thought it was lit. I thought we could just, I thought she wasn't embarrassing and ghetto. She said, nigga, how didn't you think I was ghetto? I showed you 10 ghetto things immediately. I'm like, now that I think about it, you're right. You are fucking right. I don't like ghetto chicks, though. I can't. Because the type of program I'm on, a ghetto chick gonna have me like fucked up. I can't do ghetto chicks. I can't. Mario on point, thank you for the gifted membership. So, okay. Green old Daphne Joy knew Diddy had 5 other bitches, never hit one up. Thank God. We love women like Daphne Joy. Not on the abuse shit. We just, don't hit up his other girls to fuck up his other situation. Right? So these text messages are from October 15th, 2023. Could you please write what you wrote? Jane says, I texted him, yo, you got a bitch next to you. And her bullshit already starting. So what that mean? Drama. She got a lot of drama. Jane says, I told Sean, introduce her to P. I said, who's P? What? Paul, one of the entertainers. Then I wrote, I'm not a porn star. These experiences are desensitizing for me. So it looks like Daphne is realizing, hold on, bitch. I'm doing the heavy lifting. I'm the one draining your ball sack and all the ball sacks of all the goddamn strippers and the sex workers while this bitch is on yachts. And I told you, chat, I keep telling y'all, the way how he treated Young Miami, the other women who were doing a lot more felt like this bitch getting Bentleys, Maybachs, house paid for, yachts all the time. He's doing interview with these hoes. And Remember when Young Miami was talking shit to Gina, Young Miami, Gina Hill. Remember what she said? She said, "Bitch, I could make you could be on your knees. You could be on your knees if I wanted you to." She was basically telling her like, "Yo, me, I'm a different level than you. I'm a different level than you. I told you." Young Miami fucked up Diddy's situation when the other women realized not every girl goes for that shit that Diddy do. Remember she posted City Girls down 1,000? She said when you beefing with over a nigga, but the whole time he got somebody pregnant, and then she snapped back and says, "I am, and that's why I fuck with your nigga and ain't coming off of him." Ooh, that's the thing with a ghetto chick, man. I ain't gonna lie. I do kind of like ghetto chicks a little bit. They gonna tell you like it is. That's my nigga too. No shame. Like they'll be like, "Yeah, that's my nigga too. I ain't getting off that dick. That's my nigga too." Like, oh, okay. I like that. That's okay. I don't care how many pictures you post. So she was telling her, "Bitch, I ain't going nowhere." But the incriminating text was the one that says, "Get this bitch some attention," and it says, "I ain't arguing with no bitch that got cheap ass lint ball carpet in their house. Keep in mind, Diddy been running this gamut for 20 years. Not ever one of his bitches ever came on social media and outed another bitch beefing publicly. Kim Porter never beefed with nobody. Cassie never beefed with nobody publicly. It's until he dated a ghetto ratchet city girl who them chicks, they're so embarrassing, they don't care if they embarrass themselves. That's when she said, I could have you on your knees. I could have you on your knees. Gina, you've been down bad forever." Listen to this, chat. Listen. Gina, you've been down bad forever. Since I came in the picture, ho, you've been crying for a baby for 10 years. You've been around as a bitch that eat pussy and dick whenever he feel like. You a eater! You the same bitch that was crying on Tasha K because you wanted a baby. Poor Sushi. Then it went even crazier. Hold on. You wanted a baby, bitch. I have a career, ho. You a certified freak. You haven't heard from Diddy since the awards. Reminiscence on abortions. Oh, my God. Chat. Shout out to all my chat queens in here, but y'all know as women. All my chat queens in here. Y'all know this. When a chick mentioned the fact that you got an abortion, that's like a nigga dissing another gangster's dead homie. It's up like that. She's mentioning you got abortion for this man. It's up. That's the equivalent. I just wanted to eat her post. You a eater. Oh, no, I think I already read it. Yeah, you a eater. I told you. Young Miami fucked up the whole play. These chicks, they all knew about each other. They were stupid as shit. They won't hit each other up to be like, "Yo, he telling me he only fucking with you, da-da-da-da. He fucking with me like this." They would never talk. Yo, it's like a good company, that's why in any good company, HR rule book, you tell them, don't discuss your pay with your coworker. You know why? We don't want you bitches to think this is a union. This ain't no fucking union for you hoes. When you deal with a ratchet bitch, she might even plot with one of your other hoes against you. That's like a union. You can't have no union. That's why Jeff Bezos don't like unions. He don't want no union for Amazon. Nobody likes unions. What I pay you, don't worry about what she get paid. Just worry about what you get paid. There we go. Somebody said, "Well, I think she favored Young Miami." I don't think Diddy favored Young Miami at all. I don't even think Young Miami is his type, honestly. I think he likes non-black. Yo, she's the only traditional black woman we've seen him with since Kim Porter. Why y'all think he like black women? What I think is that more than anything, because he was doing freak-offs with these women, he liked the idea of power, control, and conquering. So he needed to get all these women in this submissive state. And for whatever reason that Young Miami came into his orbit, he couldn't get her in that submissive state. She was always challenging him, back talking to him. And I guarantee the first time he backhanded her, she might have pulled a gun on him. She ain't going to get on the stand, so she ain't going to never tell. She might have pulled a gun on him, or she probably told him, "Man, I get my little Opalaka niggas to shoot you, nigga. We don't give a fuck if you're a millionaire. Fuck out of here." Cassie, backhand. Shut up, bitch. Gina, shut up, ho. This chick, you won't hear about the beatings. All these non-black hood chicks, beat downs. We ain't never hear. This is the reason why you see Young Miami turning. You don't see Young Miami just like this post on Instagram. Look, she liked this post basically saying that she's living her best life. She ain't gonna pretend to be a victim. You know why? I don't think she was a victim like that. Women like that, she probably got peed on, fucked by a couple. I don't think she got fucked by a couple dudes, but peed on for show. She's just thinking that, okay, but y'all bitches do more for less. I got a Maybach, a Bentley, I got a mansion out of this nigga. Like, that's how modern day ratchet bitches think. The other chicks, they want to love. They want to love. Young Miami got her bag, dipped. She don't give two fucks. That nigga go to jail. Look. Young Miami liked this post that was posted on her page. Somebody said, yes, queen. Let the people know you're busy. Enjoying your life, not playing victim on the stand. We love you. Come on. Let's keep it going, chat. So now Daphne is in her feelings. She's telling Diddy, well, since you got all these other bitches in your life, I know one of them ones too, chat, because I've had a chick tell me that. I don't know Diddy shit, but, I could understand how women think. A chick used to come to my crib. We were mad cool, locked in. She would come clean the whole place, and she would be spotless. She started realizing maybe I was dealing with another girl. She said, have that other bitch do it. What? Wait, hold on now. You're the cleaning girl. Like, hold on now. Like, that bitch don't clean. Like, matter of fact, she retarded. She can't clean. Now she's like, well, I'm not going to clean while you fucking her if she not doing. They want to divide up all the shit. So Daphne is saying to her, if I'm the nigga, or not the nigga, if I'm the woman who's fucking all these porn stars to make you get off, and you're giving her the yachts and this and third, have her start fucking them porn stars too. I'm good. Nah, have her, introduce her to Paul. Let Paul fuck her for one time. Because I've been getting fucked by Paul a lot of times to make your ass happy. You know what I mean? That's the female equivalent for let the streets pay the tab. Right? Cool. So Paul was one of the entertainers. Then I wrote, I'm not a porn star. These experiences are desensitizing sex for me. AUSA says, and here, what about this night? The same fight. Please read these. I wrote, I don't want to be fucked in these rooms. I felt there was more pressure on me than others. There was an imbalance. Didn't I tell y'all that, chat? She started realizing Young Miami is getting TV shows, interviews, Deleon promotional contracts, podcasts, open PDA from Diddy, and she's saying, is she sucking the same amount of cocks as me? Pause. Is she fucking the same amount of niggas? When she realized she's not, she said, I ain't doing this shit no more. Get that bitch to start sucking some dick, and then maybe we could even it out. Let's split this up. Let the streets pay the tab. Here we go. She said, I felt there was more pressure than me than others, like Young Miami. There was an imbalance. I had to earn basic things for my romance. Love and romance. He was giving it to others, but he was clearly capable of it. So the things that she said in her mind, she's rationalizing. All right, I'm going to have to suck 15 dicks tonight, but at least Diddy going to cuddle me tonight. He going to make love to me, and we going to be one. I'm going to get to kiss on him. I'm going to get a good 15 hours of just love out of him. She start realizing, wait, these bitches look like they get more, and they're doing less. Big problem. I told you, Young Miami fucked up his whole shit. He should have never showed out with Young Miami like he did. Never showed out with her. Feel me? He said, I wrote, it's been 3 years of me having to fuck strangers. Diddy is cold-hearted and jaded as a motherfucker. You know what he wrote to her back? After she said, it's been 3 years of me having to suck random cocks and put them in my pussy. You know what Diddy said? So what you trying to say? We breaking up? Cold. Diddy's jaded. He don't know what to, he doesn't even have the empathy. And this is what I told you he learned from Cassie. Because with Cassie, he would say to her, Yo, I love you, baby. I call you CC because you really Cassie Combs. You're my girl. We not married, but we damn near married. You mine. I'm going to spend my life with you. She was getting sold on the dream. These chicks, Diddy's looking at them like, bitch, I'm not selling you a dream. I paid your rent. That's it. It hit different. It do hit different. AUSA says, is that what you were proposing that y'all breaking up? Jane says, nah. I was just writing that I need a break spiritually. She don't receive so much cocks. We all know every whore go on a spiritual retreat when they're trying to cleanse the energy of cock out of their body. That's a fact. Brittany Renner turned Muslim. We had a couple other bitches claim that they just now into God. Oh, we know what's up, man. So she said she got so much cock, she need a spiritual break. A spiritual break from a fucking freak off is disgusting. Am I preaching here, chat? 3 Diggless, I see you in the chat, my boy. Am I preaching here, chat? Just let me know if I'm preaching. I know I'm a little lit, but let me know if I'm preaching. If the liquor done got to me and I'm not making sense, let me know. Am I preaching? 1 in the chat if I'm preaching. 2 if it's slow it down, act. Slow it down. 1, you're cooking, act. Preach. 2, slow it down. You know a chick done got fucked all the way to eternity when she turned to the Bible to understand what the hell going on. She's looking towards the Bible. You ever been on Instagram and you talking to your homies and you remember that one hoe that used to suck up the entire motherfucking the entire motherfucking football team? You go on her page today, bitch got a Bible verse in there. You Google the Bible verse and say some bullshit. He who judged cast the first stone. You're like, bitch, you a whore. What do you mean, he who judged? You're a fucking whore. We don't need, stop acting like we can't judge you now. She's now, you know what I mean? Come on, chat. But let's keep it going. She's crying on the stand-up. Snot boogers and everything. We got to imagine it, chat. She said it was so much cock, she needed a spiritual break. So what did you write next? She wrote, sex is sacred to me. She said, she also wrote, you push me to do more and more. I said, I need time to myself. Estavio says, let's take a sidebar. Sidebar. Real quick sidebar, chat. Sidebar. Let's keep it going. During a long break, Combs is standing talking to Donson. The judge says, could you be seated, Miss Comey? Bring Jane back. Jane walks up and Jane walks up as Diddy's table passes a note to his lawyer, Alexander Shapiro. Comey says, what did Sean write to you in this thing right here? Jane says he wrote, I want to spend the day with you. I wrote back, you make it crystal clear what you want me for. You're going to spend the day love bombing me? AUSA says, what did you mean? Jane says, Sean is very love bombing. Jane says, I'm not just an animal people could fuck on. Holy shit. Live from the deck, thank you for the 5. Says, only my black queens was blessed with the ability to take words, cut a mother sucker, and make him bleed out. Yeah, I think Young Miami, her words used to cut deep at Diddy. I think it made him feel powerless, and he had to do more, and he was in a constant battle to try to get her in check. But while trying to conquer Young Miami, all his other women, they woke up. They woke up from the brainwashing. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I thought, you know when a chick be like, no, that's how he is? They thought that's how Diddy was till they seen Diddy with another girl. All my chat queens in here, one in the chat if you could be able to identify to me. You ever know a nigga and you like, nah, you feel you know him? Because you've seen him deal with like 5 bitches and he's like this with them 5 bitches. You've seen him deal with the 6 and he doing different. I say my brother did the same. My brother was like hard on thoughts champion. I seen him with his ex-fiance. He never married her. I told you the story already. But when I seen him with his ex-fiance, my man was in the crib playing the clarinet like he was Squidward. I said, "Hey, this is not my brother who was." I seen him doing things I ain't never seen him do before, but he did it for that one girl. That's the fact. That's what I'm telling you fucked it up for Diddy. See, Diddy had a stern pimp hand. And if he treated everybody the same, no one would have a blueprint to say, well, you do this for this other bitch. What about me? Diddy ran into Young Miami and started moving mad different. I don't think it was love, though. I think he was trying to get her into a submissive position. The thing is, you can't tame no bitch from out of motherfucking Miami-Dade County. You can't tame no chick like that. She ratchet as ratchet could be. That's the problem. And then the other woman is like, wait, so you mean Diddy would do amazing things without somebody doing a freak off? Diddy fucked it up. Jay Santi, thank you for the 5. He said, I've been a chat nigga since 18, man. I'm 30 now. That's 12 years of been rocking with me. I love you, brother. So let's network, man. You should do IRL streams so you could do 30 days straight. Free the diddler. Shout out to you, my boy. Victoria, I see you in the chat. King Ron G say, yo, I'll put bread on the Diddy case becoming a horror TV. No, this is going to be a movie. It's going to be a horror TV series like Dahmer. Mad freak-offs and shit. 50 need custody of his son, Free Sire. Let's keep it going, chat. She says to Diddy, I'm not an animal you could just fuck on. He said, are you crazy? So how often did he call you crazy? Jane says, often. You want me to have to suck some dick so you could jet off with Gina. Now we get the name, chat. It was Gina. It was that scallywag Gina that I would imagine, let's look at it side by side. Gina, Hugh, whatever her name is, and Daphne Joy. Didn't I say they look alike? Diddy had a type. Why did he go for a chick with a BBL bandit out of Miami-Dade County that is ratchet as hell? She got words that cut like swords. A chick like Young Miami, when she start getting on your ass with her words, you almost want to slap that. You like. You don't, though. You don't. We don't do that. But motherfucker right here, man. A chick like that, piece of work. A chick like Gina and Daphne, you sell them a dream. Bitch, we're going to be together later in life. We have 10 kids. You sell them that dream. Them hoes don't even talk back to you, bro. And by the way, I like Gina and I like Daphne because I like women like that. Because I can't be squabbling with a chick all day. You with a chick like Young Miami, you squabbling all day. It's all too toxic. Let's see if we get a side-by-side chat. We need a side-by-side. This is Daphne. Gina blocked me, by the way. Gina Hugh blocked me. I don't know if she thought I was trying to get her in a freak off too. Bitch did all type of freak offs with Diddy. She ain't block him. Why she blocking me? Look, see? Page unavailable. Why she block me? You feel what I'm saying? So, I keep telling you, remember, we're seeing the three ladies come back around. We have Young Miami, who's not on the stand. She's, you know where Young Miami's at? Act bad. Yo, she's on the gram popping it right now. You know why she's saying? You dumb bitches are $3 bitches. That's what she's thinking. I know how bitches like her thing. Y'all $3 bitches. You were getting paid 10 bands a month. Niggas was nutting on you, peeing on you. You're fucking 5 niggas a night. You're a prostitute. Yeah, you're submissive and everything. But the reason why I'm not submissive, you see this goddamn, what is this? Is it McLaren? I can't tell. No, this is that Ferrari. I got that Ferrari going on. He bought me the Maybach. He bought me the crib. I don't got to testify against him. I don't give a fuck if he go to jail or not. I got the bag. She part of the secure the bag team. She secured the bag. It's over. She don't got nothing to say about Diddy. She's back to fucking, what's her baby daddy name again? Southside. She might get with Shador later. Let me tell you this, chat. A young Miami chick runs the game back on you. I'm sorry. She runs the game back on you. Young Miami, if anytime you see a ratchet bitch doing this, she's running game too. She not stupid. She ran the game. That's the secure the bag game. Yup. 80-yard reception is some Randy Moss shit. She secured the bag. Go, Poppy. She realizes Goofy love non-black women. Young Miami don't know a lick of Spanish, but she knows she call this goofy-ass nigga Poppy. He's going to be hard as a rock. Go, Poppy. And also, here's a problem, too. Let me tell all y'all females this. This is why y'all can't compete with chicks like Young Miami. She don't give a fuck about embarrassing herself. Cassie this whole time would be scared if it was announced that she was doing this freaky shit. She was in fear, like, oh my God, no. Young Miami was on some, I'll tell niggas that I got peed on. Go, Poppy. You can't compete with bitches like, anytime you find a bitch that don't care about embarrassing herself, you can't compete with her. She secured the bag and she moved the fuck on. These other chicks, I told you, watching how she secured the bag made them feel away. Look. Just look. She secured the bag, scrubbed all the pictures of Diddy off her profile. She not saying nothing good about him, nothing bad about him. She ain't got nothing to say. Peace, nigga. She's still on there promoting her little card game, Russian roulette, doing all type of goofy shit. She don't give a fuck about Diddy no more, man. Let's keep it going. So, let's do the hierarchy, chat. We got to do the thought hierarchy. Diddy seemingly was prioritizing Young Miami number 1, Gina Hugh number 2, and 50 Cent baby mama was getting the leftover dick. She was number 3. Only hotel nights, nothing more. She was getting her rent paid, but she wanted more because she saw them girls getting more. She wanted more because she saw them girls getting more. What does she say here, chat? What does she say? So you want me to suck some dick? By the way, I think they're always sucking dick. I don't know about Young Miami, but I think Gina was sucking dick too. So you want me to suck some dick that you could go jet off with Gina? She said, I'm drained. He said, I'll leave you alone. This is Diddy on another level. I keep telling you, Super Saiyan 5 Diddy. He's not looking at her on some, remember, he would chase Cassie around. When Cassie was pulling back, he would push forward. That's a toxic relationship 101. Toxic relationships happen because when one is about to exit, the other pushes forward and grabs the other one back, and then it's vice versa. That's how it goes. Diddy is on Super Saiyan 5 Freakoff land. He says, you about to give me this emotional thing, baby girl, you could go. He's telling her, walk away. It's fine. What Comey says, in his next message, does he use your true name? She says yes, so he calls her Daphne. AUSA says, and he does say, that's my house too. So I guess he's referring to where she's staying, saying, you know, I've been paying for where you live. That's my house too, right? Diddy slick. AUSA says, does he say that's my house too? He says he does. He wrote, I'm coming over. Okay, so he pushing up a little bit. He pushing up. You gonna let me in or not? And is your baby there? Is baby sire there? Is baby 50 there? Because I might need you to put him in the crib while I come beat these guts up. Let's keep it a beat. Get your baby out the way. Give him a pacifier. Let him watch. It's shark. Let him go watch that shit. Well, I gotta go do what I gotta do. I gotta get you back. Come on. Y'all know what's the name of that little baby show? That little thing. It's shark. Yo, what's the song? Yeah, this is all you need right here. This right. Hey, is this it? Shark do. All right, put Sire in the next room. Have him sing it, shark do, and I'm gonna pipe you out in this other room. Real nigga shit. Sorry. Keep Sire away. He says, are you going to let me in our house? W gaslighting. This chick think you don't fuck with her. You now got to say to her, that's our house. That's family. That's our shit. It's me and you house. W gas. I love it. Yo, 50's, no, not 50. I mean, Diddy's good with gaslighting. So again. Jane says, Sean wrote to me, I'm so stressed. I'm horny. Let me tell you this. Diddy only hit this chick up when his dick is hard. Pause. She said, what does shaking or SMH mean? Shaking my head. He says his knees weren't good. He says I was hitting up my mom. She said taking bone supplements is key. So did you ever see Sean? She said yes. We had a sobriety party at a hotel. First I went to a concert. I stood with his security. With the security Jonathan. I went to the store for supplies for a hotel night. So Diddy must have told her, all right, let's make a compromise. No drugs today, but let's still have a freak off. We're going to do a sober freak off. So she go gets the supplies for the freak off. So Sean was waiting in the hotel. He called me and said, bitch, fuck is taking you so goddamn long? She said she got there. The assistant said, you don't be deserved to call a bitch. Snake. Assistant's a snake. You know what type of time Diddy's on. You can't be emboldening these women to leave now. Come on now. Comey says, was it at the Lamatage that this happened? Jane says, I ain't want to take drugs. AUSA says, well, who was the first entertainer? She says it was Rico. Then it was Paul. Then Anton. Holy shit, chat. Then I threw up. Then she threw up, chat. Rico, Paul, and Anton. 3 niggas. Now, keep in mind, chat. Does anybody remember last week, Friday especially, we did the breakdown where Jane Doe said, this is what Jane Doe said, chat. Jane Doe said, Diddy, I want to make it up to you. I fuck with you, heavy. I'm down to have a all-star freak-off. Anybody remember that? The all-star freak-off? You ever heard of an all-star game? They cut the Pro Bowl game out. That shit's bullshit. You ever seen an all-star basketball game? She was going to do a all-star freak-off. You know what that is? The top 3 niggas were going to fuck her in front of Diddy. I don't know if this was the all-star, but these are 3. She said she threw up. Sean said, good. I'm glad you throw up. Now you'll feel better. Then she fucked Anton. She felt terrible. Comey says, whose text is this? Jane says, that's mine. I wrote, baby, I love you. Do you think you could put something in my hotel? I said, did Sean respond? No. Jane said, I needed furniture for the house. I wrote, you weren't too busy to make sure Chelsea was ready in D.C. I said, play the voice note. Diddy says, I don't know where the fuck Chelsea is. I ain't with no bitches. Leave me alone. I'm single. So I guess she's accusing Diddy of being with a woman named Chelsea. Diddy told her, know your fucking place. Know your fucking place. I'm single. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't know where fuck Chelsea is and I ain't with no hoes. What frustrations did you feel? Jane says, I just felt like I wasn't being heard. That's about how I felt about the hotel nights. So, what did you use names for other women? It says, yes. It was misdirected anger. So I asked, what does the house have to do with what I'm saying? So Diddy would always bring it back to, bitch, I'm paying for your house. Jane says, I wrote, I'm not Gina or Cassie. Holy. She wrote, I'm not Gina or Cassie. Comey says, were you telling Sean you were going to speak about y'all relationship? Estavo says, objection. Sustained. Said, please read. Did you ever reference your child? Jane says, yes. I told him, you got me fucked up. Jane says, I told him, just complete what he promised about 2 years about the home. And I said, don't contact me. So it looked like Diddy said, I'll pay for the house for the 2 years. They start falling out. And I guess she's standing on business. She's trying to. She said, Diddy, fuck that. I'm good. You promised me, though, no matter what. You didn't say I had to keep doing this. You said you're going to pay for my spot. Pay for it. I'm done. Don't talk to me again. Comey says, what did he say back in response? He said, I'm super clear now. You had me on constant pin and needles. Now I'm sick. Leave me alone. Somebody says, does the next message reference a prior relationship you had? Jane says, yes. Then he says, I was told you were crazy. He said, you took it too far, baby girl. You'll see. He was threatening me about the rent, that we don't need to do anything we don't want. Jane says, I wrote, you're mad at me about a grown-ass man. That's probably about 50. Comey says, stop right there. That's the AUSA. Was this referring to your prior relationship? Jane says, yes. I wrote, you wasted my time in this toxic-ass relationship. AUSA says, did you refer to your prior relationship? She says, yes. Jane says, you invited me to New York to pair me up with some random man, any motherfucker, for your own sick sexual. And Comey says, what were you talking about? The two men I had chose for myself, Sly and Anton. Sean kept trying to say I chose the men. Okay? That I wanted. Jane says, I wrote, you want to gaslight me? So what do you mean? He wanted me to believe I wanted these things. AUSA says, what else did you text Sean? Or he text you? He said, you and me don't have no beef. You created all this evil inside of me. I wrote to him, I regret everything. All this toxic shit which overran my life. You're a burning bridge that you're going to need tomorrow. You're burning a bridge. Oh, my God. He said, you're burning a bridge that you're going to need tomorrow. So what did you write? Oh, he said, you're burning a bridge you're going to need tomorrow. So Diddy was threatening her like, you're going to need me later, baby. So what'd you write? He says, I don't trust you. He said, 10 hours ago, you loved me. Not this. Jane says he wrote, it's a free country. I'm an adult. You're an adult. You're writing a whole book about what you hated about me. We both made promises that we didn't keep. If you don't want to talk about me, there's nothing I could do. Was she writing a book or she was just like texting a lot of paragraphs? I don't know. What did you write here? I said, you knew I would finish strong. Pep talks to keep me performing. I know I was consenting. Ooh, so she's admitting she was consenting. Like you said, you didn't know. You didn't know I didn't want it. This is my truth. I love you very much. I need to take a pause. Comey says, why did you say I know I was consenting? I pick up the word from him, she said. He said if anyone saw these videos, they would say you wanted it. AUSA says, was that true, Jane? She says, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Comey says, what did you see in the videos? She said, I was high. I was following the pattern. I was performing. They put an exhibit of it. Said, please read it. It says, it's from my notes. She wrote, I'm having PTSD from these nights. AUSA says, why did you put in your notes app? I was getting my feelings out. Told you about that. Little diary app, mother. Comey says, did you see Sean that day? She said, yes, at his home. I was comforted by him. I was able to talk to him about the pain I was feeling. He was hugging me. So what are these? Photos of us in his master bathroom. I felt he understood me in that moment. Jane says he had a Halloween video shoot. That was nice, but his birthday was approaching. I felt nervous. He'd want to party hard, but he spent his birthday with his family, and I got him a mobile television. We had these things called movie nights, our videos. See, I felt this TV could substitute for the entertainer. Then Cassie lawsuit came out. It was everywhere on social media. I think I fainted. She said, why? Jane says, because there were 3 pages that were harrowing about what I was experiencing. Comey says, did you screenshot those pages? Jane says, yes. Did you recognize this? Jane says, yeah, it's Cassie lawsuit. It was filed on November 16th, 2023. Have you ever met Cassie? Yeah, in 2015 at a fashion show. It was a celebration for Sean. That's the only time I met Cassie. Jane says, I was reading these pages and I felt like it was a nightmare. I had a lot of sympathy for this because, objection, it's asking you a question. How did you react? Like, I can't believe I'm reading my own story. Comey says, read your messages the day after Cassie lawsuit. Jane says, 4 in one night. Now I'm going to the doctor. AUSA says, then 3 days later, I wrote, I feel like I'm reading my own sexual trauma. God finally woke me up about a cycle. You gaslit me. Comey says, we're going to play some audio with your true name. Show the full transcript to the jury. That's Diddy saying, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop all this madness. Jane says, I don't know. Comey says, did you know you were being recorded? Jane says, no. Do you know you've been listening on? Says, no. Says, more audio. Jane says, who's there when I close my eyes? Who's there when I close my eyes and I have these fuck things in my head? Let me stop it right there, chat. It appears that when Diddy realized the walls were closing in, remember, he's still dealing with 50's baby mama at that point. He's trying to get some proof just for record's sake that these people consented. So remember, he was trying to meet with either Mia or Banner or whatever. He meets with he meets with Daphne and he starts recording. So he wanted to record basically her at least saying, nah, I wanted to do this stuff, you know? So, by the way, this got seized clearly when they took his phone. So Combs says, I'm just trying to be here for you. You know what I'm saying? Jane says, I'm just fucked up right now because now she's distraught. Combs says, are you recording me? And then they ask Jane, they said, were you recording him? She said, absolutely not. It's more audio. Diddy says, what you did is not right. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really talk on this phone. I don't really know what the fuck is going on. I need you to support. You got me that video thing. He said, what do you mean by the video thing? They said, the mobile TV. Comey says, Your Honor, this might be a good place to break. Jurors, you may go. And they broke at that point. Let's go to Unc. We got to go to Unc. Well, let me go to Lauren Conlon first. We go with him. Okay.
Lawyers jumped up, put a blind witness, the expert witness, the forensic and clinical psychologist, who charges $600 an hour or $6,000 a day, and she is paid by the Southern District of New York. It was also brought out that, again, after Cassie gave her testimony on the stand, the government again, the prosecution again, met with Dr. Dawn Hughes to go over her testimony again. Dr. Dawn Hughes was working with the prosecution in preparation of their briefs and things they should put in their testimony. Take this out, put this in. You know, what is that? But long story short, Dr. Dawn Hughes is going to be brought back again to testify after Jane Doe gets off the stand. Now, I'm going to be doing another video because there's another document that defense just getting up and pointing out every bad thing that Puffy has done in his life, totally unrelated to them trying to prove a RICO. And let me give you an example. So what the government is doing is, I mean, we already know, right? Every witness so far that the government has brought has talked about how bad Puffy is, right? And what they're doing is saying, oh, I remember when Puffy stole a candy bar in the 7th grade after school. Oh, then in the 8th grade, he cut science class the 3rd period, went out and hung out with his friends and came back to school in the 5th period and he got detention. Okay, I remember in the 9th grade, they had a snowball fight and he threw a snowball at the bus and broke the window. Like, these are the things that the prosecution is doing to just poison the jury's mind about how bad Puffy is. Now, Puffy is not the best of dudes, right? And I'm not overlooking the fact that he assaulted Cassie. I am not overlooking the fact that he committed domestic violence against Cassie. I'm not overlooking the fact that he did battery to Cassie, right? These things we all know. But I think what everybody is in the courtroom, and everybody doesn't feel the way I feel. You got some people in the courtroom that feel like, you know, this needs to be said, right? So that we can get a conviction of Puff, right? But then you have other people that are here that are saying like, yo, get on with it already, right? You know, Crystal McClain, what up? Thank you for that super chat, Crystal. I see you. Get on with it already. Prove the sex trafficking. Prove the selling of the body. Prove the RICO. Get on with it already. All right? Yeah, we know he used ecstasy. Right. We know that he has multiple women. We know that he stole a Snickers bar in the 5th grade. We know that he stole somebody's bike after school when he was a sophomore in high school. You know, we know that, you know, he broke a window and ran away. And then we know this stuff. Where is the RICO? That's what a lot of people, from what I'm hearing, are saying, right? Now, what Jane Doe has been complaining about the most is how much she loved Puffy. And she is jealous of Gina. She's jealous of Young Miami. She's jealous of this girl named Chelsea in Washington, D.C. Puffy has got all of these women, and Puffy repeatedly tells her in the text messages, they put up the text messages, Jane Doe is always saying, go be with them other hoes. You know, you don't treat me the way you treat, you know, treat them. Pappy's Kitchen over there, send me that British pound. I see your Instagram and you're spending time with these other hoes and you don't spend time with me. I want you to spend time with me. You know, she's checking out Young Miami's Instagram. Young Miami's name came up today. Gina's name came up today. Some girl named Cassie's name came up today. Orglow, what up? Why you don't do for me what you do for them? Puffy repeatedly tells her, I'm single. I'm single. If you want to leave, leave. You texting me about these women I'm witnessing that, and I told you from the gate that I got multiple women. I told you that. I got a lot of honeys. I told you that. You understand? I'm single. I don't need this. You always texting me, telling me what I'm doing wrong. You understand? And all Jane Doe could say, our relationship. She's on the stand. And then she go to crying. She go to crying about Puff being with all these other girls, but he told you what it was from the gate. You understand? And you know, all she's talking about, I've committed this much time to the relationship, our relationship, and you know, only time Puffy, whenever Puffy get with her, you know, it's to do a hotel night, according to her testimony. Now, we still gotta wait on the direct examination. Excuse me. We still gotta wait. What you laughing at? You laughing at me? True Hall of Fame, Bill. Very few content creators keep it real like you. That's why I do reactions to your videos. You're a true Hall of Fame. Appreciate you, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody that sent me Cash App over the weekend. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. Jane Doe, she goes in her phone and she types notes to herself. So she says. And Mark Agnifilo, Puffy's lead attorney, raised the issue like, you know, this shouldn't be admissible in court. You understand? Because these are just her thoughts. But then Maureen Comey says, oh, it references her state of mind. They argued about that Friday after court, but they didn't bring it up this morning. So anyway, I'm going to read to you another note that she put up today. This is a note that she wrote to herself. As much as I want to see you, I don't want to feel like a hoe. You have other women. I don't want to be locked in a room to fulfill your sexual fantasies. Puffy hits her back. Girl, that was podcast talk. If you believe me, Puffy tell her, if you believe that, then don't fuck with me. He tell her. After Puffy say that, if you believe that, then leave me alone. She texts him right back. You said you would take me and you took her on your yacht. You have other women. Puffy texts her back. Bye. You always tripping on me. Jane Doe. Reality is seeing who we are. I don't want to feel obligated about the $10,000 a month you giving me for my rent. Then she testifies that she felt like I had to perform because Puffy paid my rent. Jane Doe texts Puffy back, I miss my pretty hard dick. You turn me on so crazy. Puffy texts her, hey, where's the chef? The chef is the dude, one of the entertainers. Is it Cabra? He the chef? Because they was going to get together. She said that when Puffy texted her that, she was upset, disappointed, and felt defeated. She was on a flight, flying from LA to New York. Then she starts crying on the stand. They go, when she lands in New York, they go to Trump Hotel. They go to the Trump Hotel in New York. What hotel do they go to? Somebody put it in the live chat. What's the name of the hotel? This is the second time he done been at that hotel. I need 500 thumbs up. I need 500 thumbs up. Double tap that screen. What's that hotel, DOM? What's the name? Who is that guy? Who is that guy? What does he do? So they go to the Trump Hotel. And when she gets there, Puffy's stylist greets her and takes her shopping to get some shoes and an outfit. Tomorrow's leaders, who is that? What did he do? What does he do? Jane Doe realizes that this is going to be a hotel night and she's going to perform with an entertainer, and Puffy texts her, we don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, we don't have to do it. The same day that she's saying on the stand that she wasn't with it, that she felt defeated, depressed, upset, and disappointed, that Puffy want to do a hotel night. The same day, Jane Doe texts Cabral, the male entertainer, herself, and she asked him, would you like to come to New York for a day? Cabral said, yeah, I would. Jane Doe says, okay, let me set it up right now. Call me right now. Cabral calls, give his name, social security number, name, date of birth, and email. Jane Doe tells Cabral, your flight is at 10:23. Cabral came up to New York and he hit that. Jane Doe let him hit that.
It's crazy, Chad. It's
Jane
crazy.
Doe testified that the next morning she texts Cabral, hi, laugh out loud, are you awake? Cabral said, yeah, I'm awake. Jane Doe, gonna ask the status of the cash. Cabral says, okay, my love, I just left out. Jane Doe testifies, she tells Cabral, just ask the front desk for the envelope. Then she says, did you get the envelope? And Cabral says, yes. As if Puffy and Jane Doe left an envelope of cash with the front desk. That sounds a little fantastic to me. I need 500 thumbs up. I only got 415.
Real chat. We need like 500 more thumbs up. Thumbs up on this shit too.
Jane Doe then testifies that Puffy gave her COVID. 4 days later, Jane Doe flies from New York to Miami, and Cabral comes to Miami too. Jane Doe then testifies that Puffy is telling her to set up a party for Puffy and Jane Doe. Puffy tells Jane Doe, set up a party for us. But then Jane Doe is sweating Puffy's Instagram and sees him online that he was with another woman on Instagram. And she get mad. That's only 478. I need 500 thumbs up. I'm short. Y'all got me short by 22.
Come on now. Hey, hold on. Let me see how many likes I got. See how many likes I got. Yeah. Shit, Unc got more likes than me. The Academy chat, we don't even got 1,000 likes over there. Let me see. Maybe King Academics. We don't got 1,000 likes on either of these. Man, y'all do me dirty. Y'all do me dirty, chat. Holy. Let me look at King Academics chat. We got 1,000 likes here? Nah, we got 993. At least they got a little bit more than King Academics. The Academy. But wow. All right, bet. Now, King Academics just hit 1,000 likes. Yo, the Academy, y'all supposed to be the most lit chat right now. It's not working like that right now over the Academy. All right, bet. King Academics, that's 1 point for y'all.
And that on October 15th, 2023, Puffy reaches out to her She texts Puffy back, you got that girl next to you, so figure it out. Puffy texts her back, girl, stop. I don't feed into this. You know I need you. Jane Doe texts back, she mentions 3 women Puffy was dating and asks, why don't you introduce them to the hotel night lifestyle you got me doing? Why you don't introduce Gina and Young Miami and your other honeys to what you got me doing? The assistant U.S. attorney asked her, what were you jealous of? Jane Doe, I was frustrated that I didn't get love, respect, and romance from Puff that everybody else was getting. Puffy told her from the door, yo, I got a lot of honeys, man. I deal with a lot. I need 750 thumbs up. Hollywood T, you see it. Thank you for your channel membership.
I agree with you, They're not showing
Jane
no love
Doe,
on here, man.
Assistant U.S. Attorney Comey asked her, Jane Doe, what were you jealous of? Jane Doe's reply, I was frustrated that I didn't get love, respect, and romance that all the other honeys was getting. All the other honeys got it. This honey was getting it, right? That honey was getting it. He giving it to that honey over there. He giving that honey love, respect, and romance. He giving that honey love, respect, and romance. That honey over there. She getting love, respect, and romance. Everybody getting love, respect, and romance but me. So I was mad. Puffy is constantly telling her, yo, I'm single. I told you from the door. When you told me you was deeply in love with me, I told you in Miami when I first met you. And yo, come to find out, Jane Doe had met Cassie one time with Puff at a celebration for Puff and at a fashion show. That came out. Jane Doe testified, I want to stop having sex with other men. Puffy texts her back, let's spend the day together, just me and you. Let me make love to you, filled with love. Then Puffy's lawyers jumped up. Puffy's lawyers jumped up and said, sidebar, sidebar, Puffy's lawyer. Puffy lawyer said, sidebar,
sidebar.
So, I don't know why Puffy's lawyers and them said sidebar, but as I was sharing with y'all earlier,
chat, give me 1 second. So I gotta get some coffee. So I'm gonna heat up some coffee. I had coffee from yesterday. I'm gonna heat it up. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some food too. Okay? Don't get mad at me. I'm not going to sleep.
We went over this Friday with you. We went over this with Mia. We went over this with Cassie. We went over this with, what are we doing here? We just going through, just saying the same old thing. Get to the proving of the RICO. Now, this is key. Assistant U.S. Attorney Comey, Jane Doe says, she texts Puffy, are you gonna spend the day love bombing me? And then when she says the word love bomb, if you remember and you watch my video of when Dr. Dawn Hughes took the stand, when Jonathan Bach destroyed her on the stand, Dr. Dawn Hughes threw out a psychology quote of love bombing, meaning when the person, the abuser, acts extra nice to the victim to get them to reattach to them and stay connected to them. Are you gonna spend the day love bombing me? This is what Jane Doe says. Now, Assistant U.S. Attorney says, how many times has Sean called you crazy? Because Jane Doe says that you guys want to cross the street? Y'all crossing? Go ahead. Ain't nobody coming. Where y'all from? From Europe? Uruguay? Europe? Yeah, they from out of town. I can tell because they right here waiting on the light to turn. The light turn. They just standing there. A New Yorker ain't gonna do that. New Yorker just gonna keep walking. So Jane Doe often shares that Puffy calls her crazy. And this harkens back to Dr. Dawn Hughes that abusers gaslight and call their victims crazy to keep them attached, to make them think it's their fault, and love bombing them. And this is why she is going to be brought back in order to reiterate that. But I hope Jonathan Bach does her cross-examination again. Now, Jane Doe texts Puffy this. You want me to suck some dicks so you want me to just come to the hotel and suck some dicks so you could jet off to an island with Gina or Young Miami. Just leave me alone, just like you leave me alone when you with your other girls. This is what Jane Doe texts Puffy. When Puffy constantly telling her, yo, you could leave, I'm single. I got other girls, I've been telling you this. They have a sobriety party. This is where Puffy and Jane Doe invite 3 men to be entertainers for them. A dude by the name of Rico, a dude by the name of Paul, and a dude by the name of Antoine. She does this sobriety party. She's with those 3 guys, and then she sleeps with Puff. So she's with 4 guys in one night.
Wow.
After the sobriety party, the very next day, Jane Doe texts Puffy, good morning, baby. I love you. Can you put something in my account? I need to pick up some things. Puffy don't reply.
Oh, in my account. Sex worker. Sex worker vibes, chap. That's sex worker vibes. She fucked 4 niggas. First thing she said in the morning, good morning, baby, I love you. Put some money in my account. Sex worker. I got the oxtail and jerk chicken in.
Jane Doe.
Oxtail and jerk chicken.
Text her, I don't care about your porn star hoes. You know, I felt about, quote, quote, our relationship. Make other arrangements with your stupid ass hoes. I'm in pain, frustration, and agony. Puffy sends her a voice note, and Puffy says, leave me the fuck alone. I ain't with no other woman. I'm single. I don't know where the fuck Chelsea at.
He's asking about Chelsea.
Jane Doe texts Puffy back, I'm not Gina or Cassie. Puffy texts her back, say, look, if you don't want to deal with this, then bounce. And if you need 3 extra months in the house, let me know. You could leave. We could stop seeing each other, and I'll keep paying the rent for another 3 months. But I'm not going to pay the rent, and we not together. You understand? I'm not going to do that. Jane Doe texts him back, just match my 2 years of this relationship we've been in. this toxic relationship with a love contract. So just give me $10,000 a month. They agreed on $10,000 a month. Jane Doe tells Puff, just do our love contract of $10,000 a month to match the toxic 2 years of our relationship. There ain't no relationship. He told you from the door. He got a lot of women. He keep telling you he's single. He keep telling you leave. But you choosing to stay.
Yep.
Jane Doe says that she has PTSD and that she needs a therapist. This is all leading up to Dr. Dawn Hughes coming back. Puffy texts her back. They're putting the text messages up on the screen. Puffy texts her back. You're the one finding the men. You're the one reaching out to the entertainers. You're the one that wants that. Puffy texts her back. You're the one that's finding these men that you're doing these hotel nights with. You're the one reaching out to them by Instagram. You're the one who wants that. Jane Doe, you trying to gaslight me. She's making it seem like she was forced. Puffy tell her you can leave. You can leave, bounce, man. Go, bye. Then Jane Doe texts Puffy, I know I was consenting. In the text, I know I was consenting to the hotel nights. Jane Doe texts Puffy that. Jane Doe texts Puffy that. She was consenting.
Damn.
Then assistant U.S. attorney heard Jane Doe say that and saw the text. She had to flip that around. Say, Jane Doe, why did you say you were consenting? Because Puffy's previous conversation where Puffy said you look like you were enjoying yourself in the videos, because Puffy would always film them. Puffy would always film them. Who is that? They're kicking somebody out of court. The 5-0 right there. They got that Louis Mangione trial going on down here too. Harvey Weinstein down here. Check this part out. Check this part out. Jane Doe, for Puffy's birthday, she testified to this on the stand. She bought Puffy a mobile television that he can carry around in the house, a TV. A mobile television. Jane Doe testified under oath on the stand. She bought Puffy a mobile television so that he could watch their hotel nights. He could watch the sexual escapades of her with the entertainers and her with Puff. She bought him the TV specifically for that reason. Then she said Puffy went to London. While Puffy was in London, Cassie filed her lawsuit. Cassie filed a lawsuit November 16, 2023, and she said it was all over the news. She got a copy of the lawsuit, and when she read it, she fainted. She fainted. Dark-skinned Jermaine. Man, the perp walked Diddy for this BS charge. I have a red carpet at the cars. That reads not guilty. Diddy BOP after trial, he could dance out. Jane Doe testified on the stand that when she read Cassie's lawsuit, she fainted. She fainted. She fainted. She said she fainted. What's up, man? She said that there were 3 specific pages inside of Cassie's lawsuit that mirrored and resembled her own experience. She was bewildered. She was shocked. She couldn't sleep. She had nightmares, and it was like she was reading her own story, and then she started crying. How you doing?
Following you.
You be following me? Come here.
I gotta go.
Come here. Just say hi to the people real quick, and tell them you be following me.
Hi to the people.
And they can't see you. Come on, one more time.
Got hi to the people real quick. I've been following them. Good stuff.
What's your name?
Tasha.
Thank you, Tasha. I met Cassie in person in 2015 at the fashion show and at a celebration for Puff. Now, this is where things got a little rough for Puff, right? The government, Miss Comey, Assistant U.S. Attorney, the prosecution, after Cassie filed her lawsuit, right? You know, Puffy grabbed that and he take care of that. But the prosecution plays some audio of phone conversations between Puffy and Jane Doe, where you can hear Puffy's whole vibration is down. He don't sound the same. And somebody recorded these phone calls. Jane Doe says she didn't record them and she didn't know she was being recorded. So it was either Puffy recorded these conversations or his phone was tapped by the feds. It was one of the two. But she played like about 8 minutes worth of phone calls between Puffy and Jane Doe. And Puffy is like, they say you can hear him scribbling down with a Sharpie pen and a notebook. And then this is what the assistant U.S. attorney suggests. And then Jane Doe says, yeah, he used to do that all the time. He used to scribble and write stuff down with a Sharpie pen on a marker, on a notebook. Because supposedly that's the sound you can hear. But Puffy is on these phone calls telling her, you know, I need your friendship now. You know, she's crying. Who that right there? JMT, JM719. JM719. This right here, what I do is elite level journalism. If you want to be added to my email list, I have a free email list where I send out positive emails every once in a while. Send me an email to the podcast was sold at gmail.com and say, Sean, add me to the email list. If you want to do a one-on-one, you know, it shows part of me, this and that. You know, I read the lawsuit. Her story is like mine. And Puffy is telling her like, yo, you bought me a TV so I could watch what we do. You was with it. What's up, man? You was with it what we was doing. So they both trying to insulate themselves that, yo, you was with it. And then Jane Doe was like, oh no, you made me. See, throughout this whole testimony with Jane Doe, she has given off the impression and the notion that she's forced to do these hotel nights, that she has no choice but to sleep with these entertainers. She is forced. You know, that's what that's what she tries to come across, but then she negates that position in the very next statement by indicating she's... What's up, man? What's going on, huh? Everything go all right? All right.
Yo, you can tell Unc ready to sock a nigga out, man. Look at Unc. Unc turned a full 360. He ready to sock a nigga out, man. Stop playing with Unc.
Thank God.
Yeah. She then negates that because she's jealous of Gina. She's jealous of Young Miami. She's jealous of all these women. And Puffy keeps telling her, I'm single. You understand? I got a bunch of women. So like, you could leave. Puffy's telling her all the time you could leave. But then she coming right back like, I was forced. I didn't want to do these whole time. So why you didn't dip? Why you didn't dip? Now, in some of these phone calls, Jane Doe and Puffy are discussing an individual that Jane Doe was in a relationship previous to Puff, but they redact that name. They redact that dude's name. They redact a bunch of people's names, but she slipped up. Peace out. She slipped up. Jane Doe slipped up and said Young Miami's name, and she slipped up and said Gina's name. You understand? So, you know, that's where we left off. That's where we left. I need 2,000 people.
Day 19, the United States versus Sean Combs. I'm doing this lunchtime update from an Uber. I just have to run uptown to a talent show at my kid's school. So I'll be back later.
Wait, kids? Hold on now. Wait, hold on now.
But I wanted to run down what is happening so far with Jane still on the stand. She's expected to finish her direct testimony either today by the end of the day or tomorrow morning. Now, what she indicated right off the bat is that she would text Diddy on 2 different phones. He had these 2 different phones. She also talked about the fact that they got a 3rd phone, she and Diddy, to record some of their explicit videos because his assistants had access to his other phones and she just didn't want that out there. She also started reading from a September 2023 text thread between she and Diddy. And we can't see this in the gallery. Only the jurors can see this. But it was a back and forth about how she, at one point, he promised to take her on a yacht to this island off of the coast of Miami, and they never did that. This was after a hotel night, and she ended up hearing him on a podcast talking about taking another woman to this yacht on this yacht to this island. That started a whole big fight between them. I think the government was trying to maybe connect that with fraud, that he promised her something and he didn't do it. And he tells her, you know, baby girl, that's just podcast talk, etc., etc. And they have, you know, a big fight back and forth. And she again says she feels used. I'm paraphrasing, but text along those lines. They end up FaceTiming and she says, okay, I'll come visit you in New York after all, because she had said initially, you know, I'm not coming to visit you. You know, I just feel gross. I feel used. They FaceTime. He says all the right things. And he says, you know, we don't have to do any hotel stuff. And she gets on her flight and she says mid-flight, her heart just sinks because he sends her an entertainer to approve. And she kind of just says, you know, okay, I didn't get service. So she lands, she was all excited to go to dinner, not have a hotel night. And it turns out it's really late. They go to some club lounge and they bicker and they end up having a hotel night after all. She also said at another point, she said that they were having another argument, and this is just a few days later, and she's just saying that she doesn't want to be with him anymore, et cetera, et cetera. And then he sends her a screenshot of what the doctor said about his knees. I guess he was having knee problems. And she kind of just said, you know, she put her frustrations aside and she started talking to him nicely again, or kind of like the way they were, and they end up getting together and having another hotel night. Now, she also describes, and I believe she talked about this last week as well, this one sobriety night that she had where she decided to do a hotel night without drugs. And she talked about having relations with 3 different escorts, and between the second and third escort, she threw up. And she talked about, sorry, my blush. Sorry. She talked about the, when she threw up, Diddy kind of saw her throwing up and he was like, oh, good, now you'll feel better. And then she had to go and finish. And she also talked about after this sobriety night, this whole experience, she was very sick. She got a UTI and she had a yeast infection. And then we saw more texts. I mean, we saw a lot of texts this morning about them arguing and her really expressing the fact that she feels, you know, she feels used. She said at one point, sex was sacred to her. Now it's not. He's kind of ruined that for her. She feels like she was emotionally manipulated. She said that she once had, or she started to have PTSD from the hotel nights and she needed a therapist. She said in text messages that he emotionally manipulated her. And we heard voice notes from Diddy as well. There was one voice note in particular after, she said she sent him a note after the sobriety night where she was with these 3 men, and she asked him to put something in her account. She needed money or something, or she wanted to furnish the house, and he didn't respond for a day. And then she texted him again, like, you know, you weren't too busy to respond to me when I was doing all these things you wanted, etc. And then he leaves her this voice note, and he sounded kind of messed up, but he's like, you know, I'm in Miami, I don't need no bitches, like, you're all crazy type of thing. And oh, that's a big theme, him calling her crazy. He said she's crazy a lot. She always seems to be crazy whenever she would voice her opinion about not wanting to do the hotel nights. And oh, at one point when she was kind of trying to break up with him again, she said, I'm not Gina or Cassie. And the government said, well, what did you mean by this? And she's like, they just kind of left quietly. She said, I don't exactly remember what I meant, but I kind of meant like, you know, maybe I wasn't going to leave quietly type of thing. Let me see. Oh, there was another point where she actually said the phrase to him, quote, I know I was consenting. And I thought this was maybe something to point out because Diddy had said to her during another argument, well, if anybody were to watch these videos, you know, you would look like you're enjoying it. So I think, you know, she wanted to just put that out there. You know, I know I was consenting, maybe saying, well, now I'm not type of thing. But that was a moment because the government kind of focused on that for a second and made us listen to her say the word consent a few times. Oh, and this morning, I should just point this out. This morning, before we started, the judge called in the lead counsel from the defense and the government to the robing room, which is off the record. So we don't know what happened in there, but they didn't come out for like 10 to 15 minutes. And then we kind of started right away, but people were kind of talking. Some people, I mean, this is pure speculation. We really have no idea what happened, but some people were like, was there a juror issue? Some people were like, maybe is there a plea deal? But there really wasn't much going on this morning. I thought maybe the government would argue their stance on the mistrial that the defense had filed a letter for mistrial over the weekend, but their response is coming tomorrow morning, so we won't hear about that until then. But I want to say, again, just back to the arguments, there was a lot about him paying the rent for her house, or this love contract they entered into, which said that he would continue to pay for her house for, I think it was 2 years, 3 years, or something like that. And she brought that up, like, can you finish out the whole quote unquote contract type of thing, when she would say, you know, I need a break from you, this and that. I think that's about it. Again, it was just a lot of text messages back and forth, breakup text messages, her putting a lot of things in writing. Lots of stuff in writing that she didn't really want to do this, but then again, she would have a reason as to why she did return. And it was based on the fact that, number one, she was in love with him, and she would just kind of fall back into this pattern, which is why she had said during some of her text messages, don't contact me. And she said to the government, because if he did, I knew I would just sort of go back into that whole thing. We also saw, by the way, there was some contention between Diddy and Jane when they were texting and having these text fights, because Diddy brought up her ex. And it was about 3 times that he brought up her ex during this one fight, although we don't know what the context was. So just throwing that out there. And again, I left a few minutes early just to get uptown for this talent show, so I will splice in whatever I missed later for the afternoon update.
All right, my girl. I'm good. All right, we're back. So Jane says, I was commenting about the beauty of another girlfriend's rapper. No, about the girlfriend of another rapper. I said, she's so beautiful. They said, is this? Yeah. I said, she's so beautiful. They said, was this rapper an old friend of yours? I said, yes, I've flown in Las Vegas. There was a birthday party. We went to the strip club. I recognized Anton. So other than the time that you've seen Anton, have you ever seen him outside this one time, outside of hotel nights? She said, no. She said, this friend, was it platonic? She says, yes. In the hotel room, Anton was having sex with a woman. What? The rapper and his girlfriend was... Whoa, wait, hold on, what? What? Chat, am I reading wrong? Hold on, let me drink some coffee. Give me 1 second, chat. So they come back. They must show her a picture or something. She says, I'm commenting about the girlfriend of another rapper. I said, she's beautiful. They said, well, was this rapper an old friend of yours? She said, yeah, I'd flown to Vegas. There was a birthday party. I went to the strip club. I seen Anton there. Hold on, let me make this. This is crazy. Is she implicating another rapper having their own freak off? Chat, am I tripping? They don't mention the rapper's name, but she said she was commenting about the girlfriend of another rapper, and she said, I said she's so beautiful. They said, was this rapper an old friend of yours? I said, yes, I've flown to Vegas. There was a birthday party. We went to a strip club. I recognized Anton. They said, other than that time, have you ever seen Anton other than hotel nights? She said, no. So she only seen Anton at this one night with another rapper and that rapper's girlfriend. They said, this friend, that's a rapper. Is it platonic or was you fucking him too? She says, no. No, she said, yes, it was platonic. But somehow she gets to the hotel room. How come the bitches who claim that they're in platonic friendships always in the hotel room? Come on now. Anyway, she said she's in a hotel room and Anton was having sex with another woman. The rapper and his girlfriend was there. They were flirting. Interesting. What this is making me think, chat, there's a whole cabal of niggas like Diddy. We just know Diddy. Didn't I tell y'all? I think I heard that the Cosby shit, y'all only caught one. There was a bunch of Cosbys. We're acting like Diddy's the only oddball. Haven't you noticed? Everybody is silent. If I was a nigga who partied with Diddy, if I was a nigga who was around and was close to Diddy, I would come out and say, I don't know if Diddy was doing these things. I had no knowledge, but let me just make this very abundantly clear. I never did none of that bullshit. I never did none of that bullshit. Everybody is quiet as a mouse. Chat, am I reading this wrong? Am I drunk or am I not? Am I drunk or am I not? She says she's seen Anton only one time outside of when she's doing her freak-offs with Diddy. Remember, when she's doing her freak-offs with Diddy, Anton fucks her. She says she's seen him once in Las Vegas with a rapper and that rapper's girlfriend. Okay? By the way, interestingly enough, she says, I was flown to Vegas. Who flew her? Who flew her, chat? This little sex... she working. She said they went to a strip club and a party, but she recognized Anton. She said, I was in the hotel room. Anton was having sex with a woman. So it appears, I don't know if this is a cuck thing, but maybe others in the industry like to hire these sex workers to fuck on demand that they could have live porn. Live porn, chat. Live porn. Now, I'm going to be honest. I know y'all think I'm in the industry like that. If I knew this shit, I got a big mouth. Pause. Pause. Extra pause. If I knew this shit about these niggas, I'd have been snitched on them. I'd have been. These niggas couldn't even talk about me. So don't ever think I'm holding secrets for niggas. If I got a secret like this for one of these niggas, don't call me Big U, but I might have to extort these niggas. I might be like, yo, just send over the 30 a month. Just send the 30 a month. Actually, I wouldn't even extort it. I would just tell the truth. Because I ain't going to lie. We going viral that day. The moment they disrespect Big Act, I'm coming out with this. Gang, you know we got the video of your girl getting fucked, you jerking off in the corner. You know I've been exposed this. I don't know. This is when I realized I need better sources because I can't believe this type of secret was kept from me. Chat, never again in my life. I thought I was working hard, but I ain't working hard enough. If this is going on in the industry and Big Act don't know, I'm not working hard enough. I should know all this shit. Because how do you think I keep these rappers in check? I hold their secrets above them. It's a couple niggas that don't like me. They ain't going to say nothing against me. So I going to come out and say this about his side. Let's leave him alone. Good. Now that I know it's a cabal, there's a bunch of rappers that likes to see performative sex by sex workers happen in front of them. Do they indulge? I don't know. Do they put their girls involved? I don't know, but it's not Diddy alone. That's what it's telling me. It's not. Who do you think the rapper is? Daphne, I'm going to figure this shit out. Chat, I need everybody. I don't care. We got to create an AI bot for this. Who is all the rappers Daphne Joy hung out with? And specifically, who did she go to the birthday party in Vegas? That's the rapper who's doing freak-offs too. Chat, whose birthday party was in Las Vegas that she was at? Send me the video, send me the picture. You know these bitches, they can't get off their fucking phone. They drop a geotag everywhere. Bitch, I'm in Vegas right now. I'm at the MGM. I'm at the fucking strip. We got it somewhere. Somebody go find that video, chat. I need it. I need it. I need it. French, it better not be you. French, I fuck with you, it better not be you. It better not be you, French. I like you too much. Pause. No Diddy. Matter of fact, let's start the Googling. I can't get over it. We got to figure out who are the Freakazoid rappers that's in the game. Let me Google Daphne Joy Las Vegas birthday party. Let's Google it. Bingo. We got something. We cooking here, chat. We cooking here, chat. Daphne Joy. Oh, this is 2011. This is too early. This is pre-Freakoff games. We got to look from 2020 up. Pre-Freakoff games, chat. When did she go to Vegas? Could it be this? Could it be this, chat? Could it be this? Work with me, chat. We got to figure this out. So this was her little friend group. Who are these chicks right here? God damn, these bitches look bad. Yo, chat, if they told you right now you could get one of these bitches to have a freak off with you for $333 a day, I'm Jamaican. I'm vehemently opposed to paying for pussy, but Jesus Christ, that shit is so low, it seems like a bargain. Holy. So you're telling me, well, I don't want no other man fucking the chick I'm with. But you're telling me you'll do anything for $300? Shit. It's a bargain to me. When can we find her in Vegas? Somebody find it. She went Vegas getaway. Daphne Joy shows off her curves in a low-cut swimsuit in a Vegas getaway. Let's get to the bullshit, chat. This is 2016. That's pre-Freakoff. Damn. Yo, 50. It's all good. Real players get tricked too. I've been tricked by a pretty face. Turns out it was a scally. I get it. This bitch is bad. I could see why you're like, man, I'm dumping my whole DNA sample in her. And probably thinking that she would be of good moral, aptitude that you could probably bring her home to mama until you realize that Diddy was dumping pints of urine, semen, all type of shit on her. And you're like, nah, this bitch is a hoe. This bitch is a hoe. Is that BBL? She got a ass like that? Yo, Dr. Umar, Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. By the way, it don't count if it's like the chick is not white. She's not white. So this don't count, right? Now, she used to be bad still. Not gonna cap with you, though. Not gonna cap. Let's see if we can find her in Vegas. But it gotta be at a time that everything says 2016. Fuck. Is it this? This is her in Santorini. What about this? No, it's 2015. Chat, find something from 2020, please. Yo, chat, is that natural or that's that growth hormones, man? Because she looked like she could feed 1,000 kids with them mommy milkers in Mozambique. I'm not going to cap with you, chat. She looked like I don't know if that's natural, but we got to figure it out. Dr. Umar wouldn't approve of anything else. Anyway, let's keep it going. So she's attesting that she saw Anton fucking another woman, and the rapper and the girlfriend that she knew that invited her, they were just watching. They were flirting. Comey says, how was your finances up in January 2024? She said, better. I decided to do OnlyFans. Chat. What about that leak, though? Hold on. Let me go to my Discord. If I don't see, let me see if my Discord's slacking. Niggas done told me my Discord fell off. I'm in disbelief. I don't believe it at all. I'm not going for that. My Discord is one of the best. Y'all niggas ain't gonna play with me. Y'all niggas ain't playing with me. Let me figure it out. We don't got the leaks on here? So we don't got the leaks on here. All right, we're going to have a Discord meeting, bro. An emergency meeting. It's getting out of hand. Anyway, Comey, so she said she started doing OnlyFans. So what type of content you created? She said, I had implied nudity, some lingerie, swimwear. I said, what's that? He said, my hand. It covers my body. I wanted to stand on my 2 feet. Jane says, I was also getting child support and some money from Beer. Who the fuck is Bear? I advertised his brand on my social media. He offered my money. How much did he offer? $9,000. He said, if you want to post my brand, do it. No big deal. Sean messaged me. He had a dream about me, that I was on the Concorde. That's a jet. So why did you answer him? I missed him dearly. So what did you want to do on your birthday? I said, I'm traumatized by my past birthdays and what they led to. Comey says, what did Sean write? He said, if you change your mind, I miss you. Stay happy. Love. So it looked like Diddy hits her back up. You know?